Like, I'm late, but it was not my fault. It really wasn't. I went to go get some pancakes, and I was in line for like 30 minutes. I should not have been in line that long. That shit just, like, annoyed me. Hi. That shit just annoyed me how long I was in that line. I was like, really? It seems excessive. Hi. Hi, Just Nickel. Hi, Michelle's daughter. Hi, Owen. I was, like, all ready to go. I had everything set up. Hi, the boy in blue. Hi, Shonda. I had, like, everything all set up. I was like, I'm gonna go get my pancakes. Hi, Clarissa. And then I'm gonna come back. And I was in that line for, like, 30 minutes. And of course, I got to the window to pay nice and quick. But then I had to wait to actually get my stuff. Did you get A's? Congratulations. Hi, Brittany. Hi, Mar. So you guys wanted to watch A House Divided, which I've never seen. It's on YouTube. I didn't know this was like a slavery movie. Does everybody want to watch that? Hi, Queen. I want everybody to know in advance. Hi, Warren. Zero sleep? No, it's not. You said it's not, Ebony? All right. What is that noise? I keep looking because I hear a noise. I can't really tell where the noise is coming from. I've never seen it. I've never seen it. It was suggested. It's about a biracial woman. You can't get the song Raspberry Beret by Prince out of your head. Hi. Hi, 93 Rock Soul. Oh, capitalism and birthright stuff. Alright. I mean, I'm down to watch it. Do I watch any Shondaland shows? No, I do not. Well, no, don't talk about the plot, because I haven't seen it. I don't want to have the plot ruined for me if we're going to watch it. But somebody said it's not really for real, a slavery movie. It's about a biracial girl in Birthright, somebody said. There's like a couple uploads on YouTube. One says an hour 29 minutes. One says an hour and 40 minutes. I have them both open. Hello, I want a clever YouTube name. It's on YouTube. So if you type A House Divided, it will pop up. Hi, Umi. You say you're the one that suggested it, Ebony? I mean, I trust your judgment. Hi, Sponge Dommy. Oh, you read the plot? It sounds interesting. Okay, don't tell me. We're going to watch it. We'll watch it. I'm going to give a little bit more time because I was late. But like I said, that was not my fault because I was all ready to go. And it did not. I ended up waiting in line for 30 minutes. Hi, everybody. I have the hour and 40-minute one queued up because it looks like, I don't know, which one do you guys think? The hour and 40, I have both. The hour and 40, it's an hour, 40 minutes, and 12 seconds. I don't know if that means that it's including like credits and maybe the other one is not. What do you guys think? The hour 40-minute one? Why are you gonna get fired? The hour 40-minute one? Why are you gonna get fired, Clarissa? Now it's gonna be stuck in my head. I was just about to say, raspberry beret. Thank you so much. Now it's gonna be stuck in my head. Thanks. You passed it on. Thank you, Clarissa. I appreciate it. You get the first Zoom of the chat, Clarissa. Shonda, you said your mom has been watching videos. What does she think? If I could get a cat, I've had cats previously. I had a cat in middle school that was named Mr. Bean. That was my homie. He died. And then my mom got another cat named Tipper, and Tipper is still alive. My mother has had this cat at least 10 years. This cat is never gonna die. Maybe even longer than 10 years. And then I had Sasha. And then I had Sasha, who also died. And Sasha was like also my homie. And then I had Justice, who I had to give away when I left New York. Justice was a tabby cat, and Sasha was one of those big, huge, fat orange cats like Garfield. I don't know if those orange cats have a name. And Mr. Bean was a tabby cat. And Tipper is a huge, fat, black and white house cat. And I think that's it. Why did I leave New York? I was living there for a long time, and I was ready for a change. Hi, Tony. Clarissa, because you ain't shit. Right, I remember you were, like, working Sundays for a while. Are you not working Sundays anymore? Or are you at work now? And is that why you're going to get fired? The movie is A House Divided. Oh my gosh, what did we talk about last week? I don't remember. Hi, Roderick. You want a dog? I'm not a dog person. Hi, Sasha. You were on time. I was late. Right. Yes. Let's make sure. I think, oh my gosh, I'm just like going through it to make sure this is I'm going through the hour and 40-minute one. Yeah, it looks like it's a full one. The dude from Law and Order is in this movie? I was just seeing the dude from Law and Order. In a wig. Oh, we watched the Golden Child. We talked about, like, surrealism, because there's a lot of, like, surreal aspects of the Golden Child. We talked about a lot of surrealism in, like, black fiction. I know we talked about that. Dogs Are Too Needy. Cats versus Dogs, The Never-Ending Beef. No, the chat wasn't dry last week, and that's not why the whole thing lasted 2 hours. Umi, remember I said that after Beesbake was over, I had to meet somebody, so I could not sit on Beesbake all day last week. That was what happened. I was like, we're going to have to watch this movie and go, because I had to meet somebody right after, and I was still a little bit late. There was nothing wrong with the chat last week. But I had to go somewhere. My favorite blaxploitation movie? I'm not super into blaxploitation. Oh yeah, we talked about school also. Thank you, SpongeBob. SpongeBob. Haha, SpongeBob. Sponge Dommy. Thank you, Sponge Dommy. Yeah, we also talked about school and is school for everybody and some alternatives to going to school. Do we think that higher education is a scam? I know we talked about that also. But I know for a fact that I said I have to meet somebody, so I can't be on all day. I don't think I have a favorite blaxploitation movie. I don't really love blaxploitation movies, but not like for any particular reason, like I hate them or anything like that. I mean, I like them. I don't have a favorite. Yeah, I got hotcakes. That's why I was in line for so long. Hi, Alex. I like anything with Pam Grier. Beast Bake recaps. You can. I was supposed to go today, but my manager told me not to come in. Made you sign a paper saying what? That you weren't coming in? Hi, Monica. Do I think that YouTube could be an alternative to higher education? Depends on what you mean by an alternative. I mean, yeah, you could learn stuff off YouTube, if that's what you mean. Like, can you learn stuff off YouTube? Or do you mean, like, should they give out a YouTube certification? What do you mean by that exactly? And then in like 5 minutes, I think we're going to start. It says I have a bad connection, as always. Why? I do not know. I have my computer on, and my computer looks just fine. Oh, the paper they made you sign was a warning. Because you were late, and then you had a no call, no show. Oh, don't get fired. A lot of classes teach using YouTube videos now. It depends on the profession. YouTube is how I'm learning to put on makeup. Doing all my grown-up shit today, repotting some plants. Be careful. I am not good at repotting plants. I will kill a plant real quick. We did talk about college and its merits and drawbacks. Okay, yeah, that chat wasn't dry. I just didn't remember. YouTube teaches me so much. Yes, Trey. After they took my money, I wasn't about to cause a scene over it, so I just waited. My coffee tastes funny. Ugh! My coffee has milk in it! God! Are you kidding? I did not want milk in my fucking coffee! Now I'm gonna have to really go back and cause a fucking scene. Now I have to make some coffee. Hold on. Fuck! I'm like, why does my coffee taste weird? No, I'm not lactose intolerant. I just like my coffee fucking black. Why can't they just give it to me how I want? After we finish Bees Bake, I'm dead ass gonna go back. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna be like, I ordered my coffee black. You did not give me black coffee. I could not drink this. I need another one. I'm gonna make a scene. Like, I was trying to chill, but nope, now I have to make a scene. I'm gonna be like, and you had me wait forever, and you put, like, how you just put milk in my coffee, like, you don't even know, like, even if I did want milk in my coffee, I know for a fact that I did not specify what kind of milk I wanted in it, like, I did not, no. What if I didn't want milk? What if I said I wanted half and half? You know, like, you just made some shit. You literally just made some shit up and gave it to me. Like, you just made it up and gave it to me. Or, even worse, you gave me somebody else's order, like somebody else's fucking coffee. Which means it's probably somebody right now that's like, what am I going to do with this fucking black-ass coffee that they just gave me? Right, I mean, or what if I was? Like, what if I was deathly allergic to fucking milk? And I fucking took a sip of the coffee and I had an allergic reaction and I fucking died. Like, come on. Y'all goofy. I see your comments. I love dogs, but cats are just more independent. With cats, you can get in a car crash the next day. And be straight out of commission, the cat will be fine. Not the same with the dog. I love how Seren talks when she's unhappy. I hate it. Like, come on. Just do what I want, please. Don't colonize Seren's coffee. He said the paper didn't mean... Oh. I was just like, why does my coffee taste so weird? My walls are clean? Are they? One drop rule coffee. Y'all goofy as hell. LMA coffee. Could have been a vegan. You could have sued. No, I'm gonna wait. If you are allergic, it'd be time for us to squat up. Y'all be watching me like, my throat's closing up. Call 911. Hi, Tim. Right, if they're gonna make you wait a long ass time, at least they could do is get your shit right. Thank you. Not all coffee. Y'all stupid. I'm gonna take my coffee back. They're gonna be like, excuse me, miss, all coffees matter. What's wrong with having a little milk in your coffee, ma'am? Are you racist? Are you prejudiced? Hi, Jaren. I didn't order this light-skinned coffee, sir. It really did taste funny. I was like, why does it taste like this? It tastes weird. I open it up. I'm like, oh, because you obviously put milk in my fucking coffee. I personally hate when people fuck up my orders. I mean, like, I try to be nice and give people the benefit of the doubt, because taking orders can be annoying, but still. Like, and I know that taking orders can be difficult and irritating, but still. Hi, Richie. The 911 operator gonna talk to us like we stupid. Who's dying? They're gonna be like, Seren, we're watching her go into anaphylactic shock right now. Can you imagine if somebody was on live and they like started having an allergic reaction? What would you do? How could you help them? It's kind of fucked up. Usually when we go to a fast food place or some shit like that, we check the bags before we leave. I normally do too, but I normally don't open my coffee up. I mean, How can you mess up a black coffee? Y'all need a Wawa. I've heard they have the best coffee. They have them in Maryland, in Southern Maryland. I remember trying to get the lady at the Chinese restaurant to special order some sesame prawns because I'm pescatarian. It's not on the menu. Basically put the flavor on prawns instead of chicken. You cooking nachos, Brittany? You almost ready for the movie? Like a lot of sugar in my coffee. You have to hold up the line and check your bag. No excuse to get your order wrong on Sunday. That's why I check my order before I leave places. More often than not, they get something wrong, like forgetting something you ordered. She was like, sesame chicken. I was like, no. Prawns. Oh. So it was like a special order. Wawa is the shit. Agent Ross made your coffee. Let me get my coffee. I mean, Queen, I'm not even talking about, like, myself personally, but, like, you know, those gamers, you know, they be playing games live all the time. They be, like, rage quitting and shit. Can you imagine? Like, you watching your favorite gamer, they playing the game, and they, like, have a heart attack because they're, like, so enraged about the game, and you, like, can't do anything. Hold on, let me get my coffee that I just had to make. All right, I got my coffee now. Y'all see the steam? Y'all see that steam? Hi, Remy. Gamer rage is real. Look at the steam. Yeah, I don't know. That's the type of places my mind goes, Timoteo. My mom says I'm, like, weird and morbid, which is true. I'm going to start in a couple minutes. Where is that sound coming from? Something has to be playing. And I just can only barely hear it. Black coffee definitely matters. Wah, wah. That's why I only eat out at the one purely vegan restaurant here in the city. No mistakes. Are you vegan, Queen? I'm not a coffee drinker. I'm caffeine sensitive. This is why I make my own coffee. Get that coffee removed for its anti-blackness. I'm about to start. Now Seren gotta make her reparations coffee. Wait, what's nice? What did I miss? I missed something. What did I miss, Warren? It's nice, but shit gets old after a while, getting more and more expensive. PG County's the way to go. What is nice? What did I miss? Hi, Remy. Oh. Are you, is there a reason, Remy? Are you taking a stand? Right, Queen. Oh, laziness? All right. You're taking a stand against being productive? I've been there. I've been there. I like hot chocolate more than I like coffee. It was never really my thing. Brittany, I'm getting ready to start. So get your nachos ready. Everybody get ready. I want a clever YouTube name. We're using a link that is 1 hour and 40 minutes and 12 seconds on YouTube. Laziness and procrastination. I have to say, I washed my hair yesterday. Yesterday was wash day. Man, it took me like an hour. I just seen a knot. It took me like an hour to detangle. And I was really like, do I want to get locks again? Like, so I don't have to deal with this? Or do I want to like cut my hair short again? Cause I kind of also miss my little like short like hair that I had when I had like first cut my dreads off, my little Peter Pan hair. Cause God, I was detangling like I don't have time. I don't have the time. I don't have the will. I don't have the inclination. And I know it's only gonna get worse as it like gets longer. I was really yesterday like I'm tired. My arms are tired. I'm about to play. Ready? Play. I just pushed play. We're starting. No, you guys don't want me to grow a new set of locks? When I cut them, so many people were like, no, don't cut them. And then remember I recorded it? People were like, oh my God. People were like, you didn't have no hesitation, nothing. I was just like, cut, 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 cut. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Clarissa talking about how she be rage playing in 2K. Anybody made me want some eggs. Stop it. Vegan. How long you been vegan, queen? It's cold, I'm heatless, so once I wash it, can't go anywhere. Yeah. Monica, we're watching A House Divided on YouTube. Philly is expensive as hell now. Half the house for double the price. Don't let a white person move down the street. Oh, Shonda's vegan too. Oh, he dropped it. Niggas on 2K have no common sense. I be pissed. Shout out to the vegans. More bacon and ribs for me. I never seen this movie. Is he dead? Oh, he dead. Wow, the movie opened with a dead white master? I'm already enjoying it. Peter Pan was a look. Takes my hair like 18 hours to dry after I wash and style it on wash day. It's just too much time that has to be dedicated to it. It is so much time. It really is. What conditioner did I use? I used the Camille Rose Naturals algae deep conditioner thing. And then I detangled using the Alikay detangler. It's yellow, and I really do like it a lot. And the Moni Squared leave-in detangling conditioner, the blood orange. Oh, what you mean by shit gets old? It's the same people do the same shit over and over, same brunch, same outings. Boy, they love a brunch in DC, don't they? Especially on Sundays. That's like the equivalent of going to the club on Friday or Saturday night is going to brunch on Sunday. I was just talking to somebody else about that. My friend was like, why do people in DC love brunch so much? I was like, it's a thing. A House Divided, Remy. It just started. 3 minutes and 12 seconds. Like, the credits are still playing. Oh, it's based on a book. Wash day is pretty much arm day for me. The video of you cutting your hair gave me so much anxiety. I go back and forth wanting to cut my locks. Oh, I like this outfit Jennifer Beal got on with this black veil. The sound is in my left ear too. I be raging occasionally. DC is getting gentrification the worst. Hello, Miss Mandy. Julia, you look well. How have I never seen this movie? I was actually braiding my hair for my wig. Takes a while. Hi, Dia Monster. Watched Seren cut her dreads off. I was like, wow. He ran. Who is Miss Julia? I love the lemongrass leave-in and the deep mask. So the secret is that she's not really white? That's the secret? Hi, Divine Wings Lifted. I see you. One time I got so mad, I started yelling. My mom came in my room, was like, what are you talking about? I just started laughing, like, OMG, these people on this game. I hit my breaking point that day. Hair is so time-consuming, but when it's done right, it's pretty. I love the smell of dead white masses in the morning. Like, all right. This was already a good suggestion. Apparently, nobody thought that killing a slave master was funny except me and Neil. Play it again. Y'all know where that's from? Master just dropped dead. Chappelle Show. You know, Chappelle Show. He fucking shot him. He was like, nobody thought it was funny but me and Neil. Wow, so he left everything basically to Jennifer Beal? Ah, these white people mad! Mr. Dixon. Woo, look at these face wigs. I want a face beard wig. Where you get that? Oh, so it's like an open secret that she's not white. Because he just said to her, we all know what you are. Oh, you skipped class today, Leah? I hate brunch. That's a church thing. You go to brunch after first service. No, in DC, they do not go to church. Brunch is church. Like, the brunch is the thing, I'm telling you. It's not like you go to church and then you go eat. No. We all know what that is. I'm talking about brunch. Like, especially amongst, like, millennials. It's like, they don't even barely believe in God. Like, it's the brunch. Y'all be doing that trap brunch nonsense in DC. I'm not motivated to do this homework. Don't eat brunch. I love brunch. I have brunch in my dining hall. Still going over the lesson we did today at home. So bored. Oh, you're self-teaching? You always run into people you used to know on 14th Street and U Street. Don't you, though? Brunch is seen as being high society and of the world. Some people just want to be seen. Yes, and don't go to Gallery Place or Adams Morgan. Brunch is pointless. I love brunch. I can't run into the same people over and over again. I begin to hate them. Hold on, I'm gonna pause it. I paused it at 8:45. I just paused it. She's at the father's grave. Let me look at the other one. The other one is a bit darker. But I might as well let them both play, just in case. Oh, but the other one, it looks like it's more of a full screen. If you want to watch the other one, the hour, 40-minute, and 12-second one, the part where she's at the father's grave, is at 8:45. The hour and 29-minute and 53-second one, the part where she's at the father's grave, is 8:01. If anybody wants to switch to the other one or have them both run at the same time just in case, I'll give everybody a minute if they want to check, because it's on YouTube, so I'm just watching it on YouTube. And we're watching a House Divided. House Divided. I don't want to hear about or get invited to another trap brunch or 90s brunch in DC. Oh my God. The 90s brunches have really been just beat down into the ground. Started out vegetarian, was for 10 years, and transitioned to vegan, now going on 4. Good for you. All right, bye, the boy in blue. When's we gonna be free? How about now? Bang. Oh, her father was the dude from Law and Order. The dead guy. Let's all get face beard wigs. Brunch is hella overrated and overpriced. I'm good. I could put my waffle maker to work at home. Of course, Seren will like the costumes in this movie. Y'all know I love a Southern Gothic. This dude got all that, but pissed that she got something. Brunch is church. White men are really the most insecure people on this planet. If church was brunch, I'd respect it more. Every week, brunch is a ritual. My friends and I brunch every weekend. Yeah, it's on YouTube, Monica, so we're watching it. The millennials pray to brunch. I didn't know what brunch was until we moved to Atlanta when I was a kid. Oh, they love a brunch in Atlanta also. Y'all should watch it. It's on YouTube. I'm watching it. I don't think that's her mom. She don't look old enough to be her mom, is she? Is that her mom? Oh, yeah, they got some animosity. Skipped my last LSAT class, practice for the test to get into law school, but today we're just doing reading comprehension. Even my teacher said we don't have to come. I'm good with reading comprehension. I think the difference is that the 1 hour 29 one, it looks like the color is a little bit darker, and it's more full screen than the other one. But they look pretty much exactly the same. They're in the court right now. I think the longer one is buffering. Because I have them both playing at the same time, but it looks like the other one is behind. Wow, so his brother is trying to take shit away from his daughter. That's not the way that inheritance laws work, Henry. I think the sound is a little bit better on the 1 hour, 29-minute version one also. Oh, he just called her a Negro. He just called her a Negro. Hi, Lady Daydream. Thank you. Supposed to be cleaning my kitchen. That ain't looking good. 90s brunch, what do they serve? Or is it just regular food with 90s music, slang, and attire? That's what it is. They're in the court. I'm at 13 minutes exactly on the hour 29 version. The other one's buffering, and the sound is better on this one too. They're in the court. He keeps calling her a Negro. Damn, he just called her a Negro like 8 times in 1 minute. If you're gonna leave $500,000 and 15 acres of land to this Negro girl, he's like, I need more time. He said, all the time in the world, not gonna change her from black to white. God damn. Isn't this hair called mutton chops or something? Isn't that what it's called? I'm already wanting to go home about this 90s brunch. No way. This brunch need a theme. Owen said for 90s brunch, they play finesse on repeat for 3 hours and serve stale waffles, pancakes, and eggs. I don't know how you change the picture, Remy. Thank you, Curly Locks. Oh, did you just block someone? I didn't see anybody get blocked. I haven't seen any trolls. Well, I saw one. And I blocked them. They played that colonizing song for a 90s brunch. I'd walk straight out. Oh, so that is her mom. The Julia chick is her mom? Man, I know this Law and Order dude's voice anywhere. I've seen every episode of Law and Order. He's obviously upset that he left everything to her. Time check. 15 minutes and 23 seconds on the hour 29-minute version. Excuse me, I have not seen Feast of All Saints. Good suggestion, Ebony. This is a good suggestion. You guys are talking about if white people are sociopaths. You should all read Joy DeGruy and also watch her lectures, because she hypothesizes that at least 10% of the white population are all sociopaths, at least. That they have like a pathology. There's a lot of people that have that theory. It's not really like a... I mean, maybe it's controversial, but it's not like an unknown. Mutton chops, that is what they're called, right? The movie is A House Divided. Wolverine sideburns. Yes, mutton chops. So he knew he was dying. Oh, she's giving Jennifer Beal the business. This white dude's looking like... like, this white dude is looking like, okay, what's beef? That was exactly the face that the white dude made. He was like literally looking back and forth and not saying anything. He was like, the fuck? Okay, so this is obviously, I don't know, ish. I don't know. I'm not speculating because I've never seen this movie, so I'm just watching it, letting it unfold. Independence Day parade? In October? Where are you? Right, Gary's like, Independence who? Hi, Razy Crandom girl. We're watching it on YouTube. Time check. 18:30. Little Sylvester. Said, are you his sister? She's like, no, we were just sold together, so we brother and sister now. That's what Black Americans do. Yes, white people have a mental illness. We been knew. The Mr. Softy truck is outside. I don't have any cash. 10% is a lot. Plus, it's a personality disorder, which are genetic, which means that they could breed sociopaths as well. Like, I would really advise that you guys watch some of Dr. Dre DeGrasse, like, lectures on that subject particularly, because it's, like, really, really, really interesting. Like, just, like, super fucking fascinating. And 10% is a lot, especially considering, like, how many white people there are. And another part of Joy DeGrasse's theory about them being sociopaths is not only that at least 10% of white people are sociopaths, she also theorizes that the vast majority of them being sociopaths, they gravitate towards positions of power, like politics and police officers. She theorizes that the vast majority of them are, like, sociopaths. Like, straight up. And she had a friend that was like a white male police officer that wrote a book on it. And he had to like go into hiding. He had to like go move into a cabin into the woods because he was getting all these like death threats because they were like working together. It was wild. Alex wrote it. That's how you spell it. So whenever I see all this stuff about, like, white people doing this, doing that, and people be like, how could they do that? What's wrong with them? I just be like, y'all need to watch some Joy DeGrasse. Stop having expectations from these sociopaths. Ooh. Oh, oh, she just put that white man in his place with her cane. I stand Anne Rice writing about vampires and mulattoes. My black professor loves joy, and 1 in 25 of the general population are sociopaths. So the white people, it has to be 1 in 10 due to social conditioning and generational influence. We watched Joy's lecture last Friday. Most sociopaths hold positions of power, so just assume that many police, judges, senators, governors, mayors, etc. are sociopaths. Oh, Nigeria, okay. Forgive me, Miss Mandy, I forgot my place. Gary said the exact same thing that I said. Oh, Nigeria. Gary, I hate your life. With sociopaths, the need of power isn't for power, it's for control. Wow, of course. His family took the papers and burned him after he was dead and didn't let them have their freedom. White people so diabolical. Somebody wrote it, yeah, DeGry. There's a book called White Rage by Carol Anderson. Haven't read it, but it seems like it would explain these sociopathic tendencies. Do you guys remember the old video I did that was called On White Male Rage? Oh, she could read too. Girl, you talk too much. Whites use their mental illness to their advantage when they commit a crime. I think his name is Norm Stamper, the police who broke rank. Is that his name? I don't think in the lecture that I watched, she didn't say his name because she was trying to, like, protect his identity. She could write and she could do math too. Nah, I wouldn't tell this white person all this. And keep your cornrows in. Don't take them out yet if it's only been 2 weeks. Accounting? Yes. With sociopaths, people aren't people. We're like chess pieces. They're not concerned with how they can help, but how they can use and manipulate. Time check. 25 minutes and 18 seconds. I never saw this movie. This shit is good. You remember that video, the white male rage one, Shonda? I'm back. Had to play referee with my dogs real quick. I just ended all close friendships with white people. I just couldn't do it anymore. It was draining. Now I keep them at arm's length. Trey, have you seen my video on cutting people off? If you haven't seen it, you might want to watch it. Somebody did a request that was like, I just had to cut off my friendships with like any white friends that I had. Do you have any advice? So I did a video on that specifically. Gary, that was just so funny because I literally said out loud, I was like, oh, Nigerians. And then I saw your comment and you literally had put, oh, Nigeria. That shit was funny. And I know you've said that's happened before. Is he happy or upset? 'Cause Oh, happy. Okay. White people are just so confusing with their emotions. Alex, stop telling this white devil all your business. Hi, Maurice. My kid and his dad are playing a game. He just told him, I'm never moving out. I'm going to stay here and watch TV. And when you die, I'll get this house. His dad said, it's a solid plan. Therapy donations. Oh, Lord. It's called On Cutting People Off, Trey, or Cutting Friends Off, or Don't Be Afraid to Cut People Off. Something like that. But I know the words like cutting people off is like in there. Law and Order about to get rapey with Julia. I'm never going to be able to watch Law and Order again. Oh yeah, Alex, you're in Australia, right? I forgot. It's funny, but there have been studies into how wealth makes you less compassionate. It all connects. We were talking about that last live stream too, weren't we? How capitalism and fucking having money makes your ass evil. We were talking about that. I simply reached the conclusion that white people are statistically not worth engaging if it's not absolutely necessary. Hi, Davy Jones Locker. Hi, John. It would be better. It would be better for you in the long run, Trey. My Black Life Cutting Off Friends, Queen put. Right, gotta get Olivia Benson and Ice-T on this one, right. This is a SVU episode. Look at this white man. This man keeps making this face like this. This white man is like, I'm just trying to settle this will. I'm just trying to settle this will. I'm not trying to negotiate y'all family business. I'm just trying to settle this will. Yeah, Trey, you just have to do what's best for your well-being. Gotta get Olivia Benson and Ice-T on this one. My Black Life Cutting Off Friends. Julie is conflicted about her daughter because she didn't want her. If you guys need a time check, I'm at 30 minutes and 42 seconds on the hour and 29 minute version. Oh, I see somebody just got blocked. She just found out that's her mom right now. Oh, wow. She tried to like, oh my God. She tried to like, wow. Sorry. I never saw this. This is good. I got one good, and it's not like too graphic, which I like. It's not like so graphic that I can't watch it, because y'all know some stuff I'd be like, I can't. I got one good friend only because her... Oh, okay. I'm not going to read all that out loud. That's personal. We're watching A House Divided. Sponge Dummy, OMG. She's acting for her life. Jennifer's character is being really unfair to her mother. She is. She's being a super bitch. She didn't want that baby. See how we get used and abused. This is kind of like, speaking of Olivia Benson, because you guys know Olivia Benson is like a product of rape. And I was just watching Law & Order SVU the other day. And it was the one where she, like, found her brother. And she was trying to, like, tell her brother that her brother's father was a rapist. And her brother was not trying to hear it, because he had this, like, whole idea built up in his mind of, like, how the father was, like, such a great person. Olivia Benson was like, no, bitch. Your father was a rapist asshole. And he was like, where's your proof? And she was like, I'm the proof. And he was like, well, where's your mom? And she was like, my mom is dead. And your father's a rapist. That's like what this is kind of reminding me of. Like finding out your father's a rapist. Because Julia just told Jennifer Beal, like, you have this idea of your father like he's pure as fucking rose water and that nigga's a rapist. Well, look at them whispering. Look, they all know. So it was really like an open secret. Dun, dun, dun. You gotta do what's best for our mental health. Yes, I agree. And then he tried to control her with religion. He did. You saw that, right? Raisy Crandom Girl. Raisy Crandom Girl always watches the movies. And Brittany. Raisy Crandom Girl and Brittany be watching right along with me. They'd be like, like when we were watching Underworld, we'd be all watching together like, oh shit, they ripped his head off. I love Liv Benson. I like her too. That's my girl. I remember that. You remember that episode, Owen? Simon thought his daddy was Mr. Rogers. Yep. He had the little picture of him and his dad when he was a little kid. And he was like, no, my father was a great person. Like, no, your father was not a great person. Liv's brother got set up. Which was like the wild shit. Liv's brother got set up for rape. They try to say he was a rapist, but he really wasn't a rapist. Oh, they're going to take the baby because the baby looked white. That's a hard thing to swallow about a parent, that your parent is a rapist. I mean, yeah, it seems like it would be. Seems like it would be. And then this white man has the nerve to chastise the woman he raped. I wonder how much of a cut this man's eyebrows get on that acting check. The eyebrows. Oh, Julia's like really traumatized. She's like really traumatized, for real. White people are really on one. Brittany, I'm over here shook. She just did look you in the eye and say it. She was definitely just looking right at you. Hi, bushy brows. I had a group of friends since high school. The white girl in our group fell out right after freshman year of college. University changed her from a cool-ass girl to a conservative, judgmental ass. Yes, it was the New Jersey captain that tried to frame him. Because she became, like, obsessed with him after the New Jersey captain, her younger sister had accused him of rape, but it was a false accusation. He didn't rape her, but then she had like became obsessed with him after that, and then oh, look at them, they fighting. Oh, they fighting. And so then she framed him, and she really set him up. Like, she falsified DNA and everything. It was wild. That episode was just on. Simon was set up by a corrupt cop who thought he was responsible for her sister's rape. They shocked at how that baby looks. Those eyebrows are definitely getting their own separate check. 90% of this man's acting is eyebrows going up and down, definitely. That's a white-looking baby. She gets the good cloth. Right, you heard her, right? You heard her. She was like, get that dirty rag away from the baby. Oh, where are you going, Monica, in the airport? That white devil needs to leave her alone. They really have you feeling depressed and hating yourself. Her father was the rapist in SVU. Did Bubba Sparks just get brought up? I haven't heard that name in like 10 years. Judaism, I think I missed the beginning of this conversation. I don't know how you guys started talking about Jewish people, but I'm just going to chime in and say Judaism is an ethno-religion. So you have people that are born Jewish, that are ethnically Jewish. And then you can also have people that convert to Judaism as a religion. So you have people that convert to Judaism, and obviously anybody could decide they want to convert to Judaism. Do you guys remember that was like a plot line on Orange is the New Black? That, what was her name? Black Becky? What was her name? What was her name? She, like, converted to Judaism. She started off, like, pretending, but then she, like, really got into it. Oh, it just showed a little bit of a commercial. And you also have Black Cindy. Black Cindy, that was her name, Black Cindy. And then you have like Sephardic Jews versus Ashkenazi Jews. Ashkenazi Jews are generally white, Eastern European, and Sephardic Jews are normally Jews of color, primarily black. Just a little, because I see you guys talking about Judaism. There's a lot of like misconceptions about Judaism. Which I learned all this when I was researching Bruno Mars, for the record. When I was like researching the background of Bruno Mars, I like learned a lot about Judaism. And when I was researching Gal Gadot, because people were trying to say that Gal Gadot was a woman of color. And I was like, no, she's not. And people were like, well, she's Jewish, so she's automatically a woman of color. I was like, no, that's not how it works. It's not automatic. Like, we're watching A House Divided. On YouTube. And I'm at 42 minutes and 27 seconds on the hour 29-minute version. And I don't even follow any type of that other thing you're talking about, that musical genre. I'm not even saying it out loud. I wish you guys would stop talking about it, because the more you guys talk about it, the more you spread it around and the more it becomes known. Because there's a lot of people that have never heard of it until you guys start talking about it, and then they go Google it. That particular genre that you're talking about right now that I'm not going to say out loud. Oh, they grilling this bitch. Yes, we're watching House Divided, Anonymous. Oh, okay, I see, Monica. You in the airport right now? Black Cindy. The father of the sergeant was the rapist on SVU. Y'all talking about on SVU. This old white man is working to defame Jennifer's character, but had a problem when he got called out on his shit. Right? That whole court scene was some ass. I mean, the scene was good. The guy is some garbage. So she's really being raised as like Mass's daughter, and nobody, and it's just an open secret that Julia is her mom, and everybody's just going with it. But she's not a slave. And Julia is doing this man's accounting. They gotta stop. They gotta stop. She said that baby is all white devil and got nothing to do with me. Oh, okay, Monica. Yes, have a safe flight. I mean, I'm not, whatever. That's just how I feel about that genre. Yes, that's obviously a white child, Trey. That's obviously a white child. That is a white baby. That is a Caucasian from the mountains of Caucasus. Julia be talking back. Look at her face. She like she want to stab this man with that pen in her hand. She like, ooh, you lucky I can't stab you and get away with it right now, white man. She's portrayed as whiter than she should be. Hollywood can't cast black people for shit. Ah, Umi! You know the Cat Williams! That That is a Caucasian child from the mountains of Caucasus. That is a white baby. That is a white child. That child has a perfect credit rating right now. That shit was fucking hilarious. I say that shit all the time. He really think he doing something by offering her them scraps, whites. From the mountains of Caucasus, I choked. But the funny thing is, everybody knows this man obviously is not married. He obviously doesn't have a wife. So obviously the daughter had to come from somewhere. So it's just an open secret, essentially. But everybody just lets her live as a white woman. That's very interesting to me. But now that he's dead and she got left everything, now they want to fight. All these years, nobody had a problem with it, but now it's a problem. That's how white people are. As soon as some money get involved, now it's a problem. I like how Julia is trying to stick up for other black folks in her own way. I love Cat Williams. I'm sorry, son. You gotta understand it's my first white baby. Right. It's not for her to say. I'd be like, why are you being so aggressive with me? You the rapist. Talk about something, do I want you to lie or tell her the truth? What do you want to do? Rapist? Are you feeling guilty? Oh, you want me to tell her? Do you want her to know? You want her to know that's how she came into the world? That's on you. That's your responsibility, not mine. You're not about to make that my fault. White man. Oh, nah. He's really trying Julia's whole life. And she just said, she was like, someday she's going to have to know. I'm sure they be having babies and stealing people everybody knew. Yup, it's an open secret like racism. Uh-oh, she asked the mom question. I love Cat Williams, and I hated how Kevin Hart and Tiffany Haddish went on Breakfast Club and tried to slaughter him. We talked about that whole situation, not last week, but what was it, the week before when Paul was here? He's not here now. I don't like how people trying to revise history like as if Cat Williams is not a legendary comedian, like as if Cat Williams is just some nobody. Like, Tiffany Haddish just got in the game. Kevin Hart has been running shit for a while, but wouldn't neither one of them be here without Cat Williams? Cat Williams is super funny. This poor woman, I can't imagine she's acting the hell out of this. Her nuance. White people are okay with you until you start getting things that they feel you don't deserve. The white dad gave her legitimacy and protection, but once he was gone, it was open season on that ass. White deflection at its finest. OMG, that Cat Williams skit killed me. That shit was hilarious. That is a white child from the mountains of Caucasus. White people are okay with you till you start to look to be on equal footing with them. That's true. Then it's a problem. Nobody had no problem with Jennifer Beal until the father died and left all that shit to her. Now it's like, whoa, he really called her a Negro 8 times in one minute. He was like, Negro, this Negro woman, Negro, Negro. Your Honor, I want to make it clear, she's a Negro. Like, Cat Williams be... Did the father name her Amanda? Did I miss that? Cat Williams is a legend. Tell the plastic cup boys we make enough money to drink from real glassware. Cat Williams. They're in Georgia. It's in Georgia. That baby is rice-skinned, but not light-skinned. He said Negra. Here come this confused white man lawyer again. This is crazy. She had to put up with all that trauma and still finesse his ass to get more money for her people. This Cat Williams situation is exactly why I do not apologize to people. Well, why you say that, Richie? Black legends are always looked over and disrespected. It makes me mad as fuck. Cat Williams does not deserve this. I'm sorry, but Jennifer Beal does not look like all these other white people. She does not look rice-skinned, especially in this room full of actual Caucasians. She does not look as Caucasian as the rest of them. As soon as I walked in, I would have been like, where did you say her mother was? I know she's biracial in real life. She doesn't. She does not look as Caucasian as the rest of the Caucasians. No, this casting is good. That's supposed to be the whole point. The whole point is supposed to be that she's not white like the rest of them. This is obviously an open secret. This casting is actually good. Nowadays, they would just put a fucking white person in the role. This casting is good. One of these things is not like the other face ass, for real. What is the miniseries Queen? What is that? He already apologized to Tiffany, and she let Kevin drag that shit out for publicity. I agree, because, like, Kevin and Tiffany got this movie coming out, and I definitely feel like they're trying to drag it out and play victim so that people will go watch their movie, which somebody already said early in the chat was bad. I saw that comment. I still remember Cat Williams skits from years ago, and I can't remember a Kevin Hart joke. Alex Haley. Oh, Alex Haley. Alex Haley's Queen is like the same situation, but a different approach. She does not look as Caucasian as the rest of the Caucasians. One of these things is not like the other. It's like those light-skinned Latinos that be swearing up and down that they are white. They be wanting to be white so bad until it becomes time to partake in some black culture, then they be Afro-Latinos. I be like, if y'all don't pick a side, white people in their dissonance. She try to hide under that umbrella so he don't see that little bit of melanin. Oh, this is the story? That her Caucasian mother got sick and died delivering her? That's the story they concocted? It sounds like a white lie. Kevin Hart can't reach me. I refuse to accept messages from the sunken place. Yeah, the casting of the young Amandas was bad. The casting of the adult Amanda, I think, is good. Confederate soldier trying to marry the secret black girl. Woo! Plot twist on plot twist on plot twists. He has a racist mustache. Like, how does your mustache look racist? Queen is Great is based on the Alex Haley book about his grandmother on his father's side. Jennifer B is dusky is the perfect word. Dusky, yes. Dusky. And white people love that word. They love using that word. She had a dusky complexion. Okay, white folks, we know where you're going with that. We know what that means when you say that. I found that odd, too, that Tiffany let Kevin spend the whole Breakfast Club interview. Oh, I found that odd, too, that Tiffany let Kevin spend the whole Breakfast Club interview shitting on Kat after he apologized. Yeah, they just want attention. They just want attention. She was trying to hide that melanin. And it was out in a boat in the sun. She had that umbrella over her head. Like, you know she tans. They in Georgia, you know she tans in the summer. They'd be like, whoa, that Amanda child sure gets a dusky complexion in June. Yes, she's always tanned. She's ethnic. That speck of melanin will show. White lies be the worst. Please get this man and his racist mustache out of my face. His mustache just called me the N-word. And it's obviously fake. Why are they saying no? Are they saying no because they know that she's really black? Is that why they're saying no to letting him marry her? I'm just talking. I mean, I guess it will be revealed, but I'm just wondering. Yes, it's getting to that point where you got to dig a whole ass trench in the sand and decide what side you're on. White Lies sounds like a miniseries. Right, it got the bar handles. You said the same thing, Alex? His mustache looks racist. Okay, I'm gonna look it up. Hi, Thalia, we're still here. That mustache is racist as fuck. Spicy white. You never heard of the word dusky? White people love using that word. They love using that word to describe a complexion that is not, again, like, entirely recognizably Caucasian. Not as Caucasian as they're used to. They pull that word out. Dusky, olive complected, all these words that mean we're not quite sure if you're white. We're going to give you the benefit of the doubt for now, but we're not 100% sure that you're Caucasian, so we're going to wait and see. See? She doesn't even know why they turned him down. He's just a boy. There'll be others. Tell her. You gotta tell her. Oh, so now they better tell her now. Ooh. Julia does a whole lot of talking back to Massa. A whole lot. She feels real comfortable. We are an hour into a slave movie, and I have not seen anyone get beat. This is a good day for this. Because, you know, they love having a beating scene. That's why you can't marry that racist white Confederate soldier. Because he will definitely kill your ass if he finds out. So that is the reason. Yes, you are not a Caucasian like the other Caucasians. And everybody knew your whole life. That would suck. I'd be like, damn, so everybody knew? Everybody knew. They had a whole lie concocted. That's what happens when you lie. The truth comes out eventually. You can only lie but for so long. Girl, you seen that little bit of melanin. You knew you wasn't Caucasian. How does your mustache look racist? I can't even see anymore because of the tears. Yes, I was going to say that. Olive. Yup. Spicy white. Again, when they're not quite sure how Caucasian you are, they start pulling these terms out. Amanda was openly high yellow. Balsamic vinegar white, olive, Mediterranean, they like that one, dusky. That mustache just got done burning a cross on my lawn. She's medium rare. That mustache is Hitlerish. Good job, white devil. She's ethnic like my coffee was earlier. Just because you call him Darren doesn't mean he belongs to Darren. Now that one over there, that one might be mine. But this is a white child. That must be it. Maybe they don't want it to come out when she have a baby and it comes out black. Is she gonna tell him? Is she gonna tell him? She not gonna tell this racist white Confederate man and his mustache. She not gonna tell him. She not gonna tell him. She not gonna tell him, is she? Oh no. I just realized my thing was way down. Ew, he has a sociopath haircut too. How you got a sociopath, school shooter haircut and a racist mustache? Please get this white man off my screen. Oh, he found out. Oh, he found out. Yup, he just smacked the shit out of her. He found out. She should say she didn't know. She should say she didn't know. She didn't know. See, that's what they say. She couldn't marry him. They should have told her earlier. That mustache just got done burning a cross on my lawn. She's medium rare. Please get mutton. Oh my God, more mutton chops. Oh, rhythms. I see it. I'll look it up. I want a clever YouTube name. I'll consider Queen. His mustache told me the color fountain is over there. These mustache comments. They said she had a smoky complexion. His mustache told me he's socially liberal but fiscally conservative. His mustache told me he's a libertarian. They let that Negro get too comfortable. She is talking back. She's like, damn, tell me I'm an incest baby, not a Negro. She just found out she's black. That kind of racist mustache has a very specific look. Jennifer's wig is hideous. This is like how everybody pretends they don't know Bruce Wayne is Batman. Is the haircut shaggy, greasy, or bangs? It was like bangs. It was like that bowl cut, that round bowl cut with the blunt bangs, that school shooter bowl cut. with the racist handlebar mustache. Like I said, I can't decide if that haircut was going to shoot me at school or if the mustache was going to burn a cross on my lawn. It was a lot. He had the whole white sociopath thing going. Son of a bitch! That mustache believes Blue Lives Matter. He's a wife beater too. Fucking asshole. He looks like a psycho. He just called his niece a negra. That baby's credit score is 730 right now as an infant. Yeah, it's in the court scene. 1 hour and 7 minutes. She was impregnated through rape. She's entitled to not want to be a mother, but years went by and Amanda grew on her. Oh, he called her a black harlot. You and that black harlot think you could get away with this? Undue influence. She should be like, I'm a slave. What kind of undue influence could I possibly have? This is wild. White people are wild as hell. Now they trying to argue that Julia Blackass was the head of the household, having undue influence over white massa. White people will say anything. They try to make it seem like it's her fault that he left the money to Amanda. White people will say any damn thing. They too much. Right, Razy Crandom girl. It's like you can't have it both ways with your busted ass. You can't have it both ways. White people in these mental gymnastics and these motherfucking contortions and leaps and backflips and Stretch Armstrong reaches and bends. These comments are crazy. Y'all making me want to go and just binge watch Cat Williams skits. That mustache told me stay on my side of the street. 25% Irish, 0.2% Nigerian, 0.8% Native American, 75% Anglo-Saxon white is dusky. This whole mustache thing is about to be another Beats Big inside joke. That mustache does look racist. White people be uppity. We calling at the school shooter haircut now. That I believe your mama didn't hug you enough because if she loved you, she wouldn't have cut your hair like that haircut. And y'all know exactly what haircut it was. As soon as I said it was like the round bowl cut with the bangs. The school shooter special. The lawyer got him. You couldn't influence your parent, but she could. Pure devil behavior. I'm going to check Dusky on my applications now. Whole recipes, please stop. They wanted to paint Julia as the vile black temptress. Yes, they're trying to paint Julia like as if she's some kind of villain. It's like they can't even decide what their line of defense is. They just don't want Amanda to get the fucking money. They might as well just be like, Your Honor, we just don't want this black bitch to get this money. So, what do we have to say for that to happen? Like, they might as well have just started there. I'm not black, I'm dusky. The Sandy Hook haircut. You put the black woman in charge. I'm a dusky American. Lisa Gay Hamilton, a black American, playing the hell out of this role. She's murdering this shit. This movie's good. That mustache has 911 on speed dial. School shooter special, the Columbine bangs, the Dylan Roof special. Oh goodness, the haircut comments. And this dude from Law and Order swear they in a relationship. Talking about some, we've been through rough patches before. No, white man, you are a rapist. We are not dating. White people crazy. Columbine bangs, OMG, I can't. This white man really wants Julia's attention. Tell it, Julia. Cognitive dissonance, white people traits. We've been through some ups and downs. I would have been like, please stop talking. Please stop talking. I'm not black, I'm off-white. All right. I'm not black, I'm dusky. Okay. Off-white, dusky. Julia, she really kicked him out. Like, bye, Master David. Get the fuck out of here. Amanda is white adjacent. Julia, do you understand that if I could leave you, I would? Like, white people are confusion. My shit is all sprawled out in my place because I'm so into this movie. It's a good pick. Umi, give me your phone. I demand it. Give me your phone right now. Julia secured the bag. Remember, this takes place during a few years after the Civil War. They just lost their slaves. They don't want to lose what little money they had to a slave's child. I'm like, I was in the middle of cleaning. I'm not black. I'm a double latte with an extra bump of sugar. I'm definitely not black. I'm that coffee they gave me earlier. Jay-Z, the story of Kanye. I hate y'all. I despise everyone that watches this live stream every Sunday. And I'm not talking to any of you anymore. Amanda, you need to let that hurt go. And you need to build a bridge and get over it. Amanda, get over it. Right, Amanda, like, you don't even know. You don't even know what life is like, Amanda. Relax. Like, you was real sheltered, Amanda. For you to have all this animosity towards your mother, you need to chill the fuck out. They're definitely not trying to turn Master and Julia into a love story, Richie. I think that's supposed to be the whole point, is that Master is delusional. If that's what you guys think, I think you're missing the point. Because Lisa Gay is very obviously acting her ass off, showing us that that is not the case. So y'all ain't even gonna try to be shit on the Lord and brunch day? Ooh, and Julie just told her I'd do it again. Get your head out of your ass, Amanda. Grow up. Right, Trey. Sorry, Amanda. I'm just the help. This man said the story of Kanye. Yes, everybody's phones need to be taken away. Brittany said this movie is so good. How her mother look younger than her. Amanda didn't get enough melanin. She got too much balsamic vinaigrette. It's Stockholm Syndrome and the equivalent for the slave owner. I just can't remember the term for it. Like in the Roots remake, Tom abused Kizzy but got in his feelings when she got a boyfriend and had a chance to leave. Right, Sponge Dummy. You rejected me because I wasn't dark enough. Amanda, girl! 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 Amanda! Stop it right now. Alex, you are hilarious. I am trying to watch the movie and read the comments. Julia is not happy. Hi, Megan. We're watching A House Divided. The mustache said, I feared for my life. Right, Trey. Thank you. Like, would you have rather been washing the dishes like me? Like, the whole reason why we're even fighting over the land and shit right now is because you were able to have a better life. Like, God, Amanda, get out your feelings. Jeez. Let it go. What is it called when it's Stockholm Syndrome but in reverse? Someone abuses another person but believes they love the person that they hurt. Somebody Google that. Julia was truly a selfless and wonderful mother. If she's good enough to be on the stand, she's good enough to get all the rights. That's what I'm saying. They can't even decide what the argument is. Like, the argument is supposed to be that Amanda is black, so she shouldn't get shit. But then at the same time, they trying to say that her black-ass mom had all this influence, and her black-ass mom can get on the stand and fucking testify. So obviously, black people have some sort of standing. Shouldn't that nullify their whole argument that the fucking Amanda can't get shit because she's black? Like, they really cannot decide what the fucking argument is. I smacked those mutton chops off their face. Oh, I'm ahead of you? I'm at 119.20. Right. So did she have control over the slave owner, or was she inferior? They can't even pick an argument. Uppity Dusky. 2% half and half Dusky. Julia, life has been so messed up. Now they're blaming everything on her. Lima syndrome. Alexa says Lima syndrome. It's called Lima syndrome. Lima syndrome. Uppity Dusky. OMG, my new screen name. Never heard of Lima syndrome. They're bringing anything up to try and stop her bag. These white folks are just beside themselves. 3% off-white and 34% dusky. Oh no, your phone's on 1%. Plug it in. They can't pick an argument because racism is illogical. Can't apply logic to it without the whole house of cards crashing down. I've never heard of Lima syndrome either, but if that's what it's called, I'm gonna look it up. Lima syndrome. She claimed her mom. I mean, yeah, really, Julia is the main character. Amanda's like a secondary character. Wow, they're burning someone in effigy. Wow, white people! White people! White people be so mad! White people, what is wrong with them? There's something wrong with them. like this movie is actually really not shying away from showing how fucked up white people are. Like, I'm feeling like all of the black people are really being shown as cool-headed and keeping shit together, while the white people are just out of control. Lima syndrome. My father was a contradiction. Julia read her daughter for filth already. Yeah, she did, if that's what you talk about, Ebony. White people be so mad when what they build starts to crumble. Hi, Nate. There is nothing more devious than the mind of an evil woman. So now she's an evil woman. Have y'all noticed that they've stopped calling them Negras? Now they just, oh, evil women and this and that. Like, they cannot pick an argument. They cannot pick an argument. Now they're evil women with all this power. Combine. Oh, that's not who you talk about? Oh, then no, it didn't happen yet. It didn't happen yet. It didn't happen yet. Alex, OMG, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? White people are wild beasts. They're illogical. Those people have no ties to the case. Why are they mad? Just random white people upset. They call Julia Jezebel. Oh, here we go. We're gonna take it all the way to Mr. Lincoln's White House and show them that that's not how we do things in Georgia. Thank you, Mr. Mutton Chops. Hating ass. That man had the nerve to turn against the white race. He had the nerve. Just like we were talking about the Joy DeGrasse thing earlier, how that white man cop spoke out about how, like, most white cops are racist ass sociopaths, and he had to go into hiding because they were, like, threatening to kill him. He kept moving. They kept finding him. He literally had to go live in a cabin in the woods in isolation and, like, not tell anybody where he was because he wrote a book exposing the police. And they always do that. The very rare white people that dare to speak out, they threaten them or they fucking kill them. They make an example of them for the other white people so the other white people will stay in line. That's exactly what I thought when they fucking stabbed that white guy on the bus in Portland. That's what I thought when they killed that other white lady at that protest. They ran her over with the car. I was like, it's not an accident that these white people are getting killed. Like, that's exactly what they do. Like, any white person that want to speak up, this is going to happen to you. Hi, Mulatto. I see you. That man had the nerve to turn against the white race. White people be white people in. They're like, why are we are being oppressed by these Negras? White people love a scapegoat. Paying to be dusky for clout and land. Look at all those black people in court. That accent. In Georgia, we do it white. No TV. People were bored as fuck. Who just goes to hang out at random court hearings? Mutton chops when you want your cheeks to be warm but not your chin. You seen this movie before, Megan? It's my first time watching it. This movie's good. This was a good suggestion. These unruly whites. They are unruly. That's the perfect word. Jezebel Temptress! Umi Why? They say Julia put the hoodoo on Dixon to have influence over him, but she couldn't get herself out of slavery. The contradictions! White people so illogical. Racist white men getting their dicks hard over that dude's speech. Because that's how we do it in Georgia. Okay, sir. Didn't Jane Elliott have to go into hiding? Oh, did she? I didn't know. I haven't heard that. Did she? Jane Elliott had to go into hiding. Wow, I didn't know that. Which is why they don't speak up to this day. Why folks know how they are. If they really wanted to fight white supremacy, the penalty is death. It really is. The penalty really is death. It really is. Because as we've talked about, all white people as a collective benefit from the system of racism, white supremacy. And the white people that get very serious about trying to dismantle that shit, they kill them. They be like, oh nah, they kill them. And most white people are not about that life, putting their life on the line. And people have asked me, like, oh, you know, well, what do you think about, like, that white guy that got killed in Portland or this and that? And I'd be like, that should be all white people. Why don't more white people do it? And they'd be like, what? So you want more white people to die? I'd be like, why don't you ask other white people, why are they killing them? Why are you asking me? Ask white people, what the hell's wrong with them? Why are they so violent? Verdict. Umi's wild today. Umi is wild. Whoever said the story of Kanye took me out, I'm done with y'all. Mutton chops is killing me. Oh, they found the will proper and valid. There's white people mad. Mutton chops is killing me. Seren's southern accent is killing me. Umi's wild today. The cop who ran back to save the kids in the MOO movement, when the cops, bombed the house, they chased him out of Philly for saving those kids. That should be wild. It'd be like 100,000 white people. One white person says this is wrong, they will literally kill them. I'd be like, white people are insane. And y'all know I really don't like to say that, but like it's some shit wrong with them. I don't know how I'm buffering. It doesn't even say my thing is bad. Oh, you were just asking. Oh, I don't know. Somebody Google that. Somebody look that up. He squealed like a motherfucker on American imperialism while history tries to bury that dude. That'd be the time. Oh. I saw what they said about the will. That was good. Mulatto, we were watching A House Divided, but it just went off. We were going to do a double feature and watch Daughters of the Dust, which is on Netflix. If you guys want to watch that, yeah, this is a real case. I just saw that. If you guys want to watch that, we can still watch it. Lisa Gay did that. Thank you, YouTube. YouTube finally came through. That was good. Y'all want to do the double feature? All right. Well, Daughters of the Dust is on Netflix. So, if you have Netflix. Yeah, I saw the part. Ebony. All right. Let's do it. Should I make another cup of coffee? I feel like after watching what we just watched, I feel like Daughters of the Dust is like appropriate. It's like an appropriate type of movie. All right. I'm going to make another cup of coffee. Yes, intermission. I'm going to make another cup of coffee. Hold on. Let me make another cup of coffee. Hold on. Intermission. left my cup. I left my cup over here. I'm gonna make another cup of coffee and then we're gonna start. So while I'm making my coffee, anybody that has to go pee or go get something to drink or go get your snacks, whatever you want to do, because we're doing a little intermission because we're doing a double feature. And then when we finish this one, we're gonna have to decide what are we gonna do for next week, because tomorrow, right? Tomorrow's October 1st, so we're gonna be doing the Halloween stuff. Bye, Trey. You leaving? Bye. Yeah. So intermission, double feature. Matter of fact, I'm gonna pee too. Hold on, I'm gonna go pee. BRB. Alright, I'm waiting for my coffee to finish, and then we're gonna start. Spooky Bake. Oh, it's on YouTube also? Daughters of the Dust is on YouTube also? Alright, so anybody that doesn't have Netflix, Richie said it's also on YouTube. That movie was good. I never saw that. That was a good suggestion. That was a very good movie. Yeah, Ebony, I saw that part where she fried up the slave master. I like how in the end Amanda and Julia got a relationship. Netflix has all those types of movies on there. Daughters of the Dust is on YouTube as well. Racy Crandom Girl went to go get some tea. Intermission. Get your snacks. Go to the lavatory. Brief intermission. Richie gonna make something to eat. Gary gonna start making cookies. Speaking of cookies, I wonder if Chocolate Chunks had her baby. She hasn't came in a while, and she said her babies were due in like late September, right? Which means she probably asleep. Spooky, spooky. Hi, the boy in blue. Spooky bake. Want to order food, want to dress up in costume for Halloween. Last year I was a witch, and I was the Joker. Need to make myself brunch. Oh, that's why you left to get food? Well, you're back just in time, the boy in blue, because you're about to watch Daughters of the Dust, and it's on Netflix. I'm so ready for Halloween. I mean, let's be real. In my case, every day is Halloween. Hi. Hello, Greg. We're getting ready to watch Daughters of the Dust. We just finished watching A House Divided. We're doing a double feature, and I feel like Daughters of the Dust would be really appropriate to watch also after what we just watched. I think it would be good. So I'm about to, my coffee just finished. So I'm about to go get my coffee, and then we're going to start. Okay. I'm back. Daughters of the Dust. It's on Netflix. It's also on YouTube. Oh, Brittany ready to go. Everybody's ready to go. Oh, Remy, you're going to be Gamora and your kid wants to be Groot. Mulatto, if you have Netflix, especially if you've never seen this, I think you should watch it. Daughters of the Dust. I think you would really enjoy it. All right, let's get ready. And let's see. Play. I just pushed play. We're starting. It's a little bit loud. You're back, Raise It Random Girl. I just hit play. We're starting. You said this is one of your favorite films of all time. This is a good movie. Woo! You made it. You made it. You gonna watch it? It's good. You said you might go as a werewolf. I don't know what I love Halloween. Every day for me is also Halloween. I don't know what I don't even know if I'm gonna dress up or what I'm gonna dress up as. This movie does have the aesthetic. Yes, for anybody that doesn't know, Formation and a lot of the visuals of Lemonade overall were inspired by this movie. So I know it's gonna be a lot of y'all watching that's gonna be like, oh, that's where Beyonce got that from. Maybe I'll dress up like Daughters of the Dust. And the production designer was Carrie Marshall. Yeah, Southern Gothic. You guys know I love a Southern Gothic. Somebody just said about the movie we just watched, A House Divided. They were like, oh, this movie seems like it would like fit your aesthetic. I love it, which is why I loved Formation. I hadn't liked anything Beyonce did in 10 years, but I loved the video for Formation so much. That's probably one of my favorite things that she has ever done. I remember watching it like, oh my God, yes, finally, Beyonce, finally, you woke up. You know what? Pause. I just paused it because I'm about to read this caption. Because for anybody that's not watching even, I want you guys to hear it. At the turn of the century, Sea Island Gullahs, descendants of African captives, remained isolated from the mainland of South Carolina and Georgia. As a result of their isolation, the Gullah created and maintained a distinct, imaginative, and original African American culture. Play. Let's get it. Southern Gothic as an aesthetic is really beautiful. You're a Black American. Black Southern Gothic is everything. The clothes, the little house on the porch, the dream. I might go as a werewolf or as white privilege. Queen, we just started. We just started. Gula? I always thought it was Gullah. Like Gullah. Gullah Geechee. And many are my daughters. Love that caption. It's so good. This movie is really good. When I saw that they put it on Netflix, I was like, how did this one slip under Netflix's radar? Oh, I'm buffering. I'm here. I did not move. And you see, what did I just say? How did Daughters of the Dust slip under the radar? The internet was like, whoa, bitch. How did Daughters of the Dust slip under the radar? Buffer. Let me know when you can see me. Can you see me? All right. I just said, how did this movie slip under the radar and get put on Netflix? Right when I said that, it said I had a bad connection and it started to buffer. I was like, oh, see? Agent James is also wondering how it slipped under the radar. I'm not talking, because in case I'm still buffering. Agent James, come on, man. Buffer bait. Am I back? I'm back? All right. I was introduced to this by my grandma last month, who's from South Carolina. She loved it. I learned a lot about my family when we talked about it. Stop playing, Agent Ross. Yes, look at this. I love it. I love this movie. I love a Southern Gothic. Abort. We see you. You good. I'm clear? All right. And we're about 5 minutes in. 5 minutes. Agents on that BS. It's so funny because it just started doing that right when I said, like, oh, how did this sneak under the radar? They just paused. I just paused it because someone asked for a time check. Pause. They just picked up the cousin, Mary Peasant. I'm at 5:46 just about. They just said, pleasure to meet you, Mary Peasant. Because I watch with my captions on. So I'm about 5 minutes in. They just picked her up. I paused it. I'm about to press play. Play. Pesant. Excuse me. Pesant. Yellow. They call me Yellow Mary. He mad because we made fun of his mustache. Mr. Sneed. They said too many black movies and proud uppity Duskies. He looks like he could be Will Smith's cousin. He does resemble Will Smith, doesn't he? What's past is prologue. And the director is a black American, Julie Dash. This is so aesthetic. Really enjoying this already. I thought it was Gullah too, like Gullah Island. Y'all know I love a veil. Look at this veil over her hat. That's why when I seen Amanda in that black veil in A House Divided, I was like, ooh, I like that black veil she got on. Yeah, Netflix is weird about time checks, The Boy in Blue. That's why you could really only give a loose estimate, which is like stupid. The way that they do it doesn't make any sense. They call her Yellow Mary. My story begins before I was born. That's where I am. They're just showing some little chickens. And it's like a over. In a distant frontier. Agent Ross let us have it on Netflix. The Power of Film. Are you talking about Beyonce? Or Julie Dash? The Power of Film. She loved the aesthetic. I don't think she ever saw us represented with that much care. She was blown away. He does resemble a young Will. This movie is powerful to me. We need more Black Americans to make Southern Gothic movies. We need more Black Americans making movies. Never seen this movie before, but Yellow Mary is giving me uppity chick vibes. It's sort of like a funny joke, though, isn't it? Because she's like, oh, well, compared to others, Yellow Mary ain't all that light skinned. Look at all this culture. Are those quilts? Look at all this Black American culture that they say that we don't have. At which house, Alex? They're at the house. They're looking through the, what's this shit called? The kaleidoscope. He's giving the definition of why it's called the kaleidoscope. I like his gloves. These beautiful dark Black people. This movie's beautiful. You need to learn how to quilt. My grandma used to quilt. She used to do like so much. Like quilting and knitting and crocheting and sewing, and they're back in the boat now talking. It really is weird that Netflix won't give you like a solid. We're around the 9-minute mark. We're around the 9-minute mark, I think. What's not old enough, Remy? Culture everywhere. This is taking me back to the South with all this Spanish moss. They're on the boat now. I love this. What is she chewing on? What is this white thing? Does anybody know? Is it sugar cane? What is it? This director also told the Rosa Parks story with Angela, Funny Valentine with Alfred, Love Song, and she had Travel Notes of a Geechee Girl in 2017. It looks like a peppermint stick or a sugar cane. So we think it's a peppermint stick or a sugar cane. You know what this movie also kind of reminds me of? It might sound like a weird comparison, but this movie also always reminds me of Beast of the Southern Wilds, which used to be on Netflix, but I don't know if it still is. And I love that movie too, because that also kind of shows this community that's just like cut off, and they've like made their whole everything in their little community, and then like the hurricane comes through, and then they like take the children away, and they like take the children to the mainland, and the kids are like traumatized. It's like wild. And it's like the little girl and her father. I love that movie. Like people having their own culture like outside. They don't say, do they say what it is? Sugarcane, peppermint stick, wheat. Got 5 kids in one bed. I want to get back into crochet. I used to love it. You know, I've always wanted to learn how to knit. I just never picked it up. I like never picked it up. I could do like a simple stitch. Like I could sew a simple stitch. I could mend a hole. I could sew a button, you know, whatever. But I can't knit, and I can't crochet. I never could pick it up. I should try again. Oh, I didn't know that she directed 2 episodes of Queen Sugar. Looks like a peppermint stick, sugarcane. Want to get back into crochet. Used to love it. Sugarcane is good. My mom still quilts and my aunt crochets too. Peppermint stick maybe. I've never seen sugarcane peeled like that. We just cut and suck on it. Maybe the Caribbean ones are yellow. My grandma used to quilt. Bad for your teeth. Sugarcane, I think. Could be sugarcane, but I have no idea. I've had sugarcane like that. So most people seem to think it was either sugarcane or a peppermint stick. Tell him that, Auntie. YouTube can teach us how to quilt, crochet, and knit. White cotton on dark skin. Those bright red tomatoes in her black hands is a gorgeous image. Now you guys have told me how to pronounce this girl's name. Janae was so good in that movie. I love that movie. That's a great movie, Beast of the Southern Wild. He was like, say it, you're the man. She was like, I'm the man. He was like, you the man. I'm the man. I love his relationship with his daughter. Probably sugarcane. I learned to crochet elementary school. It's real easy, actually. Possible. Saint Julian Last Child. Yeah, I think, look, see, he is indigenous. I don't want to, like, give anything away, so. Who's that dusky-looking dude with the long hair? I think he's indigenous. Are you watching, Queen? Quavajane. 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 Look, see, they don't want to go. It really reminds me of Beast of the Southern Wild a lot. I'm going to say that, like, a lot of films have borrowed aesthetically from Daughters of the Dust. More films than people would like to admit have borrowed aesthetically from this movie. Yeah. Quaven Janae. Now that's a little bit different. Quava Janae. Look at this little girl dancing. They said, go girl. Go girl. See, they're like isolated on the islands, but they're getting ready to leave, but they don't all want to go. But they have to go. This lady's face looked like my grandma's face. Just because we're crossing over to the mainland, it doesn't mean we don't love you. Sis with this look. Only crafts I learned was in 8th grade. Our teacher was basically a Uma Thurman clone, but she held it down. The woman with the short hair and red lip is the icon. Qui Venjane. I still need to see Beast of the Southern Wild. I was boycotting everything when it came out. Why were you boycotting everything when it came out? You can't sew? You can't sew? It's not that hard. It's not that hard. I'm definitely seeing formation. Oh, it's how Alex Indigo said it was pronounced? Okay. Every time I'm like, I'm not sure. I don't want to mispronounce her name. No, ma'am. You know, black people be hyping up the babies. Time check. Oh, you watching the YouTube one? I'm at about 18:35. On or about. Yeah, Brittany says 17. Something like that. It's hard to tell on Netflix. They don't tell you the exact time for some reason. Can we all take a moment to appreciate the hairstyles? I always forget old girl from Broke Down Palace was in this. I love her. Her face looked like my great-grand. My grandma had that same look. Them shoes on the beach got me. All of us have the same grandma. We all have the same grandma. She's chewing tobacco. Gooberhead. Yeah, see, we all about the same part. Qua Venjane. Qua Venjane. The beach is luxury. They're living right next to it. And something else that's like discussed in this movie, which I saw somebody's comment that said they see the formation influence, like how this influenced formation. Another thing that's like covered in this movie that was also covered in Beast of the Southern Wild that I liked was how people are living like cut off. These communities, these black people, you know, they're living in their own communities. And then they like go to the mainland and like everything is different. And everyone tells them like that what they're doing is wrong. This lady giving him the business. She giving him the business. Qua Venjane. I blocked them first. I stole y'all blocks. Qua Venjane. Qua Venjane. How much time is left? 1:31:08. The dude is arguing. He's arguing with the old lady about why weren't they protected. This is like part of why they want to leave. Because like something bad happened. So now he feels like the way that they live now is like not real. Like, oh, we believe that we would be protected, but my wife wasn't protected, so why are we even here living this way? Type shit. We might as well go live on the mainland. This isn't protecting us. He like lost his faith in a way, you know? Which is sad. That's real, Greg. I see your comment. That's real. That's real. And they're still using it. And they're still using it. Greg said that he didn't watch Beast of the Southern Wilds because I didn't like how white directors were using black suffering and tokenizing talent for Oscar bait. There were a few things. That's real. That's how we feel about this Harriet movie that's coming out. It's exactly the same. Like some Oscar bait bullshit. You can go move it. Yeah, we'll keep track of the time. Just Nickel. I know I got him. The next one is yours, The Boy in Blue. Why can't you watch it, Queen? He's angry. I mean, and being angry, I mean, that's real. That's real. He doesn't want to be there. Him and his wife are going through it. Yeah, they're like a few. So they're leaving. But this old lady, she gonna stay. In real life, the Geechee Gullah people are losing their land because of the whites and the mainland blacks. Got him before I could get my first block. Word to these high-waist trousers. Yeah, Greg just made a good point. Like I said, that was real. That was a real last point. That was a real point. Can't hate on that, can we? See, she just told him, when you leave this land, you're not going to no land of milk and honey. You think it's going to be, you know, you mad about what happened here on the islands, but shit not going to be that much better on the mainland. Which is something that I feel like a lot of black Americans, like, did. Expecting, like, oh, shit to be all sweet. And it was not sweet. Black folks just been trying to find any way possible to survive over here, keep trying to find a way to make it. Then 20 years later, you realize it was a mistake. Wash, rinse, repeat. 200 years later, like, still trying. Righteous anger. Yeah, we're watching Daughters of the Dust. We're watching Daughters of the Dust. It's on Netflix. It feels like the only reason people want to put black folks on a screen is for Oscar bait or diversity points. We can't just be people. Oh, look, he's breaking everything. He's like angry. He's breaking everything. They are, but first the government gave in and stole the land. He calls her Nana. Oh, you're back? You move your car? Just Nickel on Netflix. The time remaining is 1 hour, 26 minutes, and about 30 seconds. As Mulatto just said, he's breaking the spirit bottles. Mulatto, you said you never saw this, right? I thought so. Y'all were talking about Nana and the Gullah people. I had to make the connection. Why is he doing that? I know he's mad, but damn, you don't break spirit bottles. Mulatto said he's breaking the spirit bottles. Yikes. I felt like you would like this, Mulatto, especially if you never saw it. This is told from a black American perspective in terms of these Gullah Geechee people, but I felt you would appreciate it. That Harriet movie is some bullshit. I was talking with my mom about it yesterday. The blatant disrespect really pisses me off. The boy in blue was really like, why is he doing that? I know he's mad, but damn. You don't break spirit bottles. I need to ask my Nana about that. My grandma was born in New York. Always wonder why they moved back down in Georgia. Yeah, I saw that, Greg. I hate that. Wait, what? I hate that. Wait, what? I want a clever YouTube name? I hate that ask. That trauma caused so much. Wait. I hope they do get off the island, honestly, because he went ham. You do stuff like that when your spirit is broken. What was the purpose of the spirit bottles? I like how they have these white gowns. What were you saying? What were you saying? I want a clever YouTube name. What were you saying? Yeah, they cast 2 more British Nigerians in the movie. You can Google it. He feels bad because he couldn't protect his lady. It sucks. It does suck. I need to ask my nana about that. I know about hoodoo and spirit bottles. Mulatto, somebody asked, what's the point of spirit bottles? Oh, look, you answered. The bottle tree is supposed to trap negative entities, so the fact that he broke it like that. Oh, look at these horses. All the pieces of the bottles he broke. All those quilts. That Harriet film is going to flop so hard. I'm not going to watch it. Are there going to be any Black Americans in the Harriet Tubman film aside from silent background characters? So just blatant identity theft, and Casey Lemons is directing it. I'm upset. Oh, just saying that a lot of our history was lost due to trauma that our elders didn't talk about. Yes, yes, I agree, yes. Wild horses. I remember reading that, like, horses like that are a sign of something. And you know what else these dresses and these hairstyles remind me of? Which I saw somebody else say, that it reminded them of the color purple. The way that, like, Celia and Nettie used to dress and do their hair. Wild horses, spirit bottles and pieces. We still value oral history. I wish my grandmother would have shared more of her history, but I get why she didn't. A herd of horses. Thanks for explaining the spirit bottles. She doesn't want to retaliate. Oh, she doesn't want her husband to retaliate. Horses are a symbol of freedom, I think. The hair. Look at these kids. Look at these little beautiful black babies. Casey Lemons is showing her whole ass. Honestly. She is showing her whole ass. I just think a lot of people, I think all the people involved in this project, I think they just want some recognition. I can understand wanting some recognition because that's like a thing about art and being an artist or being a writer or this or that. It's sort of like an ego thing. There's like a lot of ego involved. There is. Because you have to have a certain amount of ego to think that your thoughts and ideas, you know, your artistic thoughts and ideas even, are so great that they should be put down on paper or filmed or recorded or whatever. And people want to get recognition for their work. But, kind of like what I said in my for-profit activism video, I feel like when you start doing the work just for recognition or just to make some money, or so it's like no longer about like the artistic expression, it's just about the money and the recognition, which is how I feel about this Harriet movie. I feel like it's a vanity project. Once you start making vanity projects, that's when it's misguided. Like, there's no way that this is just about, that this is really about expression or, like, bringing Harriet Tubman's, like, life to the screen. I don't believe that. I love these, like, contraptions that they're, like, looking through. It's almost a little bit steampunk, a little bit. I was thinking she was peeling words off the door frame. My soul was thinking about the color purple. This is too beautiful, y'all, for real, for real. I don't know how I never seen this. You never saw this? I mean, a lot of people haven't seen it, Owen. Their solution to the blatant disrespect from Cynthia Erivo is to add more non-American blacks to the Harriet Tubman biopic, SMH. When they replace her with the Nigerian Brit, she's going to be crying foul. Yes, Eve's Bayou also, which we've watched for Bees Bait. It's wild. I don't know who they are. The fact that they were cast after all the backlash they got makes me think it was intentional, and to some degree they just don't care. This does remind me of Celie and Nettie. Babies are so cute. Okra, yuck. Look at these babies. She did my fave movie of all time, Eve's Bayou. I can't believe her. These okra horns on these black American babies. I don't like okra either. I think they, oh, you're talking about with the history? I think they wanted to shield a lot of us from it. I know when I asked my mom about it, like certain things, she said she didn't want me to grow up angry and powerless like she did. That movie's going to be in the Nina Simone section. I love okra. My grandma never talks about her childhood. I just recently met a woman that was friends with her when she was a young child. I don't like okra. So y'all alone on that. Talking about okra's good. All these BAs acting like we are all the same, don't understand. People usually test the water before they swim. They're going to bring their own and take over. Okra is life. Okra is my fave. I don't like okra. Vanity projects are always going to flop. Iona! Iona! A slave to your ego. So many creatives are susceptible to that. Yeah. One of the best things I ever had a writing teacher tell me was kill your darlings, which is kill your ego. It means like kill your ego. Like all the stuff that you love the most is the stuff that you have to get rid of, because if you love it that much, it's probably just your ego. Like a... She back as a grown-up. Casey should seriously not attach her name to this. When you do vanity projects, you lose the magic. Oh, you never saw this film either, Just Nickel? I have a feeling that this Harriet Tubman movie will not be for us. It will be sanitized and for the white gaze. I agree. What is this? Bread from a store. After the Nina Simone film, I know they don't care. The fact that they call her Yellow Mary is hilarious. That Harriet movie's gonna flop just like Nina. Both of these movies should be really important, and they are both first, which means something. Yeah, Casey Lemons, Remy. It's probably on Netflix because of Beyonce. Probably. Okra and asparagus are in the if I have to eat it category. Oh, you lost me on that one, because I could eat asparagus all day, every day. But it really does make your pee-pee smell funny. It really does. Daughters of the Dust was extremely out of print and rare forever. Kino released it on DVD in like 2003. and it was out of print until like 2016. Yeah, like the fact that it's on Netflix now is extremely impressive. And really, I would not be surprised if Beyonce did have something to do with it. Ooh, look at them crabs. Oh my god. Oh my god. They just made me want some crabs, y'all. This movie gives an awesome perspective. What I never understood about Eve's Bayou was that the dad really do something foul or was making Good's character lying. They did it that way on purpose. They sort of like left it up to interpretation because since it was like told from Journey Smollett's perspective, you know, the perspective of a child that was like not really sure about what happened. No, and like how your memories are. Somebody was just talking about prawns. How your memories are like filtered through so many things, especially when you're a child. And she like loved her father so much, but she like also loved and idolized her sister, and you never really know. Okra slander on a Sunday, LOL, too much. My playwright professor told me to murder my darlings. It's like a saying in writing, like, kill your darlings. You gotta get rid of the shit that you love the most. Because the shit that you love the most is normally the wackest shit. That's normally the shit that has to go. I agree, Casey should stay far away from that Harriet movie. I loved her, but I hate that after all this time away, this is what we get from her. I agree with that logic, kill the ego. They had to have some kind of special film to capture the tones in their skin and in the land. I believe that she did use a special filming technique for Daughters of the Dust. I feel like I read about that. I wish the CW would kill their darlings. Ah, Gary called her Dusky Mary. Dusky Mary. Y'all funny. They're suspicious. That veil will keep the bugs away too. My tenfold theory is that they want the movies about prominent black Americans to flop while slave narratives get all the accolades. Just interesting theory. What makes your pee smell? Eating too much asparagus. It makes your pee smell funny. Something in the asparagus makes your fucking piss smell weird. Yummy crab, seafood. Hold up, y'all gonna put some respect on okra name now. I'm sorry, I hate okra. I hate the way that it tastes. Sorry, I don't like it. Love my ass off tinfoil theory, that's the truth. This lady sounds and looks exactly like my grandma. But you can see that her hair is like pressed out. What kind of belief that is? Like, girl, you done went to the mainland and now you wearing saints and medallions around your neck? Girl, What would be funny is if the people associated with the Harriet movie end up getting completely snubbed by the awards they're chasing after. I feel like that's what happened with Nina Simone. They thought that shit was about to be some Oscar bait. But people really felt some type of way about that casting of Zoe Saldana. People said like, stop. Black Americans feeling the culture and history is inferior is going to have us participating in our own erasure. SMH, we don't view shit as sacred. That's true. White looks so good on dark skin. It's so beautiful. See, this part especially where they're all in the tree, Beyonce did like a direct recreation of this scene. Information. You know, they say if you touch Spanish moss with your bare hands, it will, like, cause you to have, like, a severe reaction. It will, like, fuck you up. You're not supposed to touch it. And I love the way they talk. Like, she paid attention to the dialect. This explains the scenes from Soul Food when they prep the food. They definitely were inspired by this film. Yes, you were talking about the sesame prawns. Megan's character tried to be her mother and do what she felt her mother was doing for their dad. And her child immaturity, she thought, I'll do wifely duties. It wasn't intended for incest, is all I think. Yeah, the whole thing was just about, like, I really like the way that in Eve's Bayou they portrayed relationships, like, between family members, like, people that you love, and how shit gets murky sometimes. And it was, like, intentionally like that. So you really, even at the end, you don't really know what happened. Because it bees like that sometimes in families. Like, shit happens and you never really know. The women are powerful in this movie. They're respected, strong teachers, and nurturing. The girl didn't know either, making good character. Kill your favorite characters that you write. Whites and foreign blacks think because they took an African studies course they know our culture. Or they think just because they black that they know somebody culture. That's like, I'm from DC. I don't know about the culture in, you know, in New Orleans and Louisiana. They have their own culture there. I don't automatically know because I'm black. I don't even automatically know because I'm a black American. We're, you know, people have to have more respect and just give some more space for everybody to have their own culture. I really feel that way. I agree. Somebody tell white people to kill capitalism is definitely their darling. We are participating in our own erasure by co-signing all this. This white clothing is beyond just the practicals of cotton clothing on a plantation. It's also spiritual symbolism. As Afro-diaspora religions associate white with divinity and the creativity of God. Those dirty mainlanders. This guy in the hat and glasses is my fave. She's sweating that press out. Those sharp features in her cheekbones. Running on sand is extremely difficult. She got her hair straightened and her nose ringing. Right, she definitely went to go live on the mainland. They hot as hell in those suits. I think Beyonce should get into film directing or writing, her and Solange. Beyonce has always had good visuals. I don't really think she can act, but she has always had good visuals. She told them they live like savages. I'd be like, girl, if you don't let that press go, you grew up over here just like us. You could hear the flies. I love these visuals, the clothing, hair, aesthetic, the trees and nature, the beach. Why have I never seen this movie? Oh, you never saw this movie either? How many people have never seen this movie? It's y'all first time watching it. It's like FBs don't give no care to our shit, but BAs be so damn careful, even in popcorn movies like Black Panther. And they still not satisfied. Because they weren't satisfied with Black Panther either. They found something to complain about them too. Then too. The tree scene was beautiful. She a scary woman. She a new kind of woman. They're talking about black women getting raped. How she don't want to tell who did it. See? And they agree that she shouldn't tell. And they agree that she shouldn't tell. She like, don't tell. There's no point in telling. Because, yeah, he just going to want to retaliate and he going to end up getting killed. It's not even worth it. So many BAs put so much detail and study in that popcorn movie, but no respect and care for our real stories like Harriet Tubman and Nina Simone. I feel like Megan Good's character was groomed in Eve's Bayou. We should be allowed to tell our own stories. Gary, those dusky mainlanders. Bye, Richie. She was sweating that press out. The Wake. All right. This is also telling the story of bougie people. They taking pictures coming back with their new culture. Wow, your first time, Remy? Your first time I want a clever YouTube name? I ain't shit. If it ain't a comic book movie, I don't know it. First time watch is the best. Your first time too? Fivan? This is a good movie. Megan in Eve's Bayou said she was afraid their dad was going to divorce them, so she came up with her own solution. And she thought that was what their mom wasn't providing for the dad. She was trying to save the family. She was a child. The way she's sweating up this hair, y'all. Balau. I think during that time period, all girls were being groomed to be a good wife. I don't think Megan was going that much out of her way. Culture of silence. Little baby in the picture. Shout out to all the firsts who's their first time watching this film. Queen says she doesn't think she was being groomed. I don't know if I would say that she was being groomed. Look, she's saying how she wanted to go home. They wouldn't let her go home. Faven. Got it. Faven. I don't know if I would say she was being groomed. I don't know if I would say she was being groomed in the way that we talk about being groomed. Time check. 1 hour and 1 minute and 20 seconds left. I don't know if I would say she was being groomed in the way that we generally talk about being groomed. But they were like what is the word I want? Upstanding, like, black family. And I think there was an expectation that the kids were going to, like, behave in a certain way. I just think, like I said, the whole movie was about family and about, again, memory and expectations and ideas that you have about your parents and ideas that you have about relationships, be them familial relationships or romantic relationships. Because even, like, the kids were finding out that their father was, like, a cheater and, like, all types of stuff, like trying to figure out, like, how this person that you love so much could, like, possibly be a bad person. There was just, like, a lot of stuff going on in that movie. A lot. Yeah, they were like a upper class, like Negro family, whatever. There was like a lot going on. Oh, look, they found an old parasol on the beach. She wasn't being groomed. Her mom even said she didn't want her to wait up for their dad like she used to. And there was some stuff about growing up. There was a lot of stuff about growing up and what's considered appropriate and inappropriate as you get older. There was like a lot of stuff. There was just like a lot of stuff going on in that movie. No, that doesn't sound like the textbook definition of grooming. That shit was exhausting. Like, there was also a lot of stuff about how, like, Megan Good starts getting older and, like, what is appropriate for her as she gets older. And even Megan Good herself wanted to, like, be seen as, like, more, like, not a baby. All kind of stuff. That shit was exhausting. It's like I always had to be on just because I was a girl. I guess that's why I loved Crooklyn so much. It was very specific. It was about also what trauma can do to your memory. Eve's Bayou is about holding on to trauma and how it can alter your outlook. She picked up on something because her dad was a hoe. I always thought that Megan's character was just growing up and misunderstanding the love she had for her dad in the wrong way. Yeah, it was definitely a lot of stuff there about growing up and how growing up can be confusing. Which I also always appreciated, because you don't see a lot of, like, black girl growing up stories. Hi, James Brown. Her and the indigenous dude are a thing. Eve's Bayou was rich. That's why they were showing him so much. I thought he might be a love interest. The white horse. Yeah, I feel like these horses have symbolism. One, two, three, the devil's after me. 4, 5, 6, he's always making tricks. 7, 8, 9. We beat him every time. Hallelujah, 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 amen. Scraps of memories. Homegirl is feeling Indigenous Bay. Megan was her dad's fave, and she had a connection with him, and she wanted to protect him, and she stood up for him the most out of everyone. And there was also even a lot of confusion about, like, things that you see. Like, you see one thing, and you think it means something, but really it could mean something else. I agree. If the old lady want to stay, let her stay. Why you gotta drag her along? The narration of Eve's Bayou even changes from the start of the film to the end. It just shows that once the truth is revealed to you, your perspective changes. Yeah, and it was also a growing up story for Journey Smollett as well. Because in the beginning of the movie, she's even still this, like, little kid. Like, her and her little brother, they, like, little. They don't really know anything about anything. They still have this, like, childhood innocence. But by the end of the movie, that's, like, gone. Queen said, I'm limited to how much I can write for each comment, but I can speak on this film so much. Eve's Bayou. It's okay, we all got our ain't shit kinfolk. The little girl was a little Oda Mae Brown. Nah, this girl, see, now they talking about, like, mainland versus the old island ways. She's talking about, like, oh, this is a new world we're moving into. I want my daughters to grow up to be decent somebodies. I don't even want my girls to hear about all that mess. See, she's hating. She's giving a whole speech. Oh, wait, what happened? Somebody just got blocked. Why they got blocked? What did they say? I missed it. I love that this movie is being narrated by, like, the unborn child. Gary, get those dusky mainlander ways out of here. If I can't say what's on my mind, damn everybody to hell. Message. Older Journey even says at the beginning of the narration, the summer I killed my father. And at the end she says, the summer my father said goodnight. She realizes she wasn't directly involved in his murder. But I feel like even that is like left up to interpretation. Because we see that she did do the ritual. So it's like if the ritual worked, there's just, the movie doesn't really give you any, like, concrete answers. Which I liked. Because not everything has to be explained. Some things could be left up to interpretation. They having, like, school on the beach. I don't know who that was, but I don't know what it said. What did it say? I don't know what it said. What did it say? Oh, you got unhidden. Well, you're back. The flashback scene, and he was by you with the aunt. She's teaching them how to, like, sit and be proper. She's, like, teaching them how to be proper before they go to the mainland. The aunt telling her own story was a foreshadowing of what was going to happen to the dad. Their dad was his own demise. His actions were his own demise. I think it's still up for interpretation. I think that's, and I stand by my statement that I think the whole point of the movie is that it's up for interpretation. It could be interpreted that Journey Smollett's actions of going to the witch killed him. That could be up for interpretation. It could be up for interpretation that what Megan Good did killed him. It could be up for interpretation that his own actions killed him. But that's what I like about the movie, that it's all about how, especially yet again, in families and in people's lives, nothing is what it seems. How is it close to victim blaming? Who was the victim? Who was the victim? There isn't a victim. There isn't a victim in the movie. Again, that's up for interpretation. If you interpret that somebody was a victim, that's your interpretation. Yeah, this part was cool with the two dudes. They're talking about working on an anti-lynching law. The men are playing that marble game we used to play as kids, but with rocks. I actually love it when movies are left open. I don't need my hand held through everything. Just trust that I'm not a moron filmmaker. That depends on if you believe the ritual was real. Maybe she came to believe it wasn't, and that was a part of her growing up. Yes, again, you have to believe yourself. You know, it depends. It depends on if you believe the ritual was real or not. Like, it depends. Like, so many things depend. It's like, again, it's like left up to interpretation. It's really like whatever the message of the movie is changes. It changes for different people based on what they think and what they themselves believe as a viewer. I think that's cool. If you could make a movie that different people could watch the movie and all those different people can walk away with different things, I think that's cool. Because not everybody could do that, and not every film can do that. I think that's dope. This dude has a lot of, like, frustration. I feel bad for him. He keeps seeing, like, visions of, like, the unborn little girl, like, running. She's not even born yet. Gary! Smacks lips. Mainlanders. Proper equals colonized. I agree with that. I was playing Mancala with my kid earlier. I love Mancala. Journey going to the witch or plotting the whole thing to get him caught. I think that makes us think she caused his death, but the whole town knew that their dad was a philandering womanizer. For a ritual to be real, you have to believe in the magic. Magic is like faith. Like in The Skeleton Key. I really like that movie. That's like one of my like top 10 scary movies that I really fuck with. I feel like that movie's underrated. Journey couldn't even make out Megan's recap at the end. It was unclear overall. I think unclear is a good word. And it was deliberately unclear. Some movies, you'd be like, what the fuck? What's going on? Like, you know, like, they're unclear just because they suck. Eve's Bayou was, like, deliberately, like, it could be this. It could be that. It could be this other thing. Overall, Eve's Bayou is a superb film. I'm glad Casey did it. I mean, the fact that we could even have these type of discussions about the movie, I think is, like, really good. It's like an M. Night Shyamalan movie. Oh, okay, Raise the Kratom Girl. I think maybe I didn't see that original comment. I was like, huh? She's like a pre-ghost. What would that be called? Do you guys think, is there a term for that? Like a specter, maybe? They looking at wigs and dresses in a book. Hi, Davy. Oh, and teddy bears. No, we didn't decide, the boy in blue. Rituals are to keep your sanity, really, to honor yourself and your surroundings. I missed the whole movie. Spectre would be the right word. You ain't got no house. If I did, I'd put this bed inside my house. Everything. These little kids are so cute. Ninny jugs. They looking at all the stuff they're gonna get when they get on the mainland. Yes, unclear. The lines were blurred. All this talk makes me want to watch Eve's Bayou again. We did a Beast Pick on it. There's a video where we were like talking about it. The little boy got scarification on his face. Yeah, it's like, you know, they don't live on the mainland. So they held on to a lot of stuff. But they kind of like changed it. We're not watching Skeleton Key or Eve's Bayou after this, no. And we already watched Eve's Bayou, so we're not going to repeat. And we couldn't really watch Skeleton Key anyway, because, I mean, okay, if we're going to start talking about Skeleton Key, let me ask first who has seen it. Because if we're going to start talking about it, we will spoil the whole thing. Because there are some significant plot twists. Gary rolls eyes. Mainlanders. I haven't seen the Skeleton Key in a long time. Okay. So we couldn't really watch Skeleton Key anyway. Oh, happy early birthday, Tim. We couldn't really watch Skeleton Key anyway because there are no black main characters. But there sort of are black main characters. Kind of. Because you find out at the end. Okay, so the plot of Skeleton Key is that you talk about Skeleton Key, the Once and Future Man. I laughed my behind off like, yes, revenge. Yes, Skeleton Key is like, sorry, I'm gonna interrupt myself and say, Faven, just so you know, I don't know if you're still here, but you got unblocked. I won't give it all away, but the plot of Skeleton Key is basically that, so this girl, she basically takes care of old people. I laughed my ass off too. I was like, yes, that ending, that's the ending I can get behind. I love that movie. It's like this girl, this white girl, she takes care of old people. And she starts working for this old man that's like, he's like in a wheelchair, he can't talk, he can't really move. They say he had a stroke. So she's like taking care of him, like hospice sort of. And it's like him and his, is she supposed to be his sister? She's supposed to be his sister? And they're like both elderly white people. And the old white lady is fucking weird. She's like a weird ass lady. And they believe in a lot of like magical traditions and spirits and stuff like that. And in the beginning of the movie, the girl that's like taking care of them, she's like one of those people that's like, I don't believe in hoodoo and I don't believe in magic and this and that. And they basically tell her like, oh, it's fine, like as long as you don't believe in it, it's not going to affect you. But over the course of the movie, she starts believing in it. And she starts like seeing shit in the mirrors, and she starts like seeing shit around the house. And I'm just going to say she comes to realize that there are spirits in the house. Now, by the end, the motherfucking explanation is some real ass shit that will have you like, yes, revenge, like. But that's like a loose plot of the movie. Yes, there's a lot of like red brick dust and like salt and like the use of like mirrors, mirror imagery and shadow boxes, all kind of stuff. That's my movie. And at the end, boy, them white people get their little comeuppance, and I'm gonna leave it at that. Like, there are no black main characters, but black people are like central to the story. Black people are like central to the story, and especially by the time you get to the end. You could screen cap this whole movie and literally every image would be perfect. Yeah, I really like this movie. And I'm still watching it. Just like how y'all said last time, I was like reading the comment. Look, there she goes again. They showed her again. Like the specter of the unborn child. They mentioned red brick dust a lot. I don't believe in ghosts, but I would believe there is another plane. That ending blew my mind. Yo, the ending of the Skeleton Key is great. That ending blew my mind and made me go, yes. It's like reverse Get Out. Yeah, sort of. You just text me. I love this movie because this is one movie you could watch and it's like no white people. Hi, Valerie. We're watching Daughters of the Dust on Netflix. black people got theirs in the end of that movie. I mean, like, maybe we could watch it because the ending makes up for the fact that there's no black main character. Because that ending, woo! You'd be like, yes! By the time you get to the end and you find out what's happening. Oh, YouTube, you're watching it on YouTube, it's good quality? I'm glad. Okay, now I have to see Skeleton Key. This movie is extra black, yeah, Daughters of the Dust. Skeleton Key was hilarious to me. I believe there's definitely more than one dimension, and we live in all simultaneously, but we only recognize the third dimension. And do you guys remember when I did my Get Out review? Remember, I said in that review, I was like, while I was watching Get Out, I was thinking, like, this storyline sounds familiar. Because it's, like, basically the same storyline of Skeleton Key, only the ending of Skeleton Key is way better. And I might say that Skeleton Key overall is a better movie than Get Out. Skeleton Key is kind of underrated. Like, I'm pretty sure I said in my review, like, that shit reminded me of Skeleton Key a lot. Every scene in this movie was visually breathtaking. There's multiple dimensions. We can't move through them all. Maybe if we get a time machine one day. Look at all these beautiful black bodies. Skeleton Key was awesome. Get Out is a ripoff. This movie looked like it was all black people behind the camera, too. I feel like they stole from the Skeleton Key to do American Horror Story Coven a bit. I feel like a lot of people have ripped off at least story elements. I feel like a lot of story elements were ripped off from the Skeleton Key. Because, like, what year did that movie even come out? And I remember watching that movie like, oh, shit. I've never seen a plotline like this. The story elements. Turtle. She's like standing there meditating with her unborn child. And it's funny too because since we have heard like the words, like the narration of the unborn child, we know like the unborn child is like, we know more about the unborn child than they do, which is like cool. That's like a cool technique. What time am I at? 36 minutes and 27 seconds left. I can only tell you how much is left on Netflix. Stupid. You might do a Southern Gothic costume this year. Maybe I will too. Something easy and simple. The music in Skeleton Key was good too. Yo, some of that music is so fucking creepy. That's a creepy ass movie. That movie is creep-tastic. I call Skeleton Key white fear. That's why the movie was underrated. White people did not like that shit. It came out in 2005. White people watched Skeleton Key and they were like, hold up. These are not the type of movies we like to see. This movie does have a lot of symbolism. Like I even said, I feel like those horses have a lot of symbolism even. Skeleton Key is so underrated. I thought the same thing about Get Out. He definitely pulled from it. Have I ever been to a HBCU football game? Yes, I have. Skeleton Key came out in 2005. I need to read up on this movie. Daughters of the Dust, so much symbolism. haven't seen Hereditary, but I'm planning on watching it, so don't start talking about the plot in the comments. Like, see, they even still do rituals with the, what it, like a statue that's, like, out in the water. They still do rituals with it. In this movie. Family is so complicated in the Black community. You can go back generations and realize you aren't even blood related to the family you think is yours. I mean, but that's even like in A House Divided, but we were just watching when Julia like arrived at the plantation with little Sylvester. They asked her, they were like, oh, is this your brother? She was like, no, we were just sold together, so, you know, we here together now. Might as well be brother, sister today. Like, as of today, we are. Watching Skeleton Key, white people were like, wait a minute, white guilt isn't going to save me. Yo, I don't want to get too much into it, because if y'all decide y'all want to watch it. But the scene... Oh, the scene, y'all know what scene I'm talking about. Where they have the little kids watching... And they, what the white people think that they're doing, and the little kids are watching, and the people are like, no, don't do it, and the little kids are just watching, and then later on you find out. I was like, yeah, that movie it's wild, it's a wild ass movie. Later on you be like, oh shit, ah. They got their comeuppance. They got their comeuppance. They got their comeuppance. They got exactly what they deserved. They got exactly what they deserved in that movie. This part too, with all the Black people on the beach in the suits and the white dresses, Beyonce also basically recreated this. I mean, and the part where she's in the boat is from this movie too. They under the ripped up parasol. Creep-tastic. Watching Skeleton Key, white people were like, wait a minute, white guilt ain't gonna save me. I love that movie. She's high-key scared of Candyman. Yeah, I don't watch Candyman. I won't watch it. Yeah, you have to watch Daughters of the Dust, Valerie. It's very good. And Queen of Katwe. I'm scared of Candyman too, no lie. She looks like Nettie. Terrified of Candyman. Casey Lemon starred in Candyman as the best friend Bernadette. He's walking on water. This is better than Shakespeare. I still won't say it in the mirror to this day. All y'all that have seen Skeleton Key are like, yes! And they show the little white kids and they just watching like... And like when you first watch it versus when you... know what's going on and you like rewatch it again and you see that scene, you be like, oh shit, this shit is a mind fuck. Super mind fuck. Super mind fuck, actually. Bilal Muhammad, 31 minutes and 8 seconds. It's some revenge shit. Super revenge. I love a good revenge story. Revenge, revenge. Yeah, Candyman is a horror film. Scared me to death. I won't watch it. Skeleton Key was so underrated. Good morning. Skeleton Key left me shook the first time I saw it. Y'all got me too hyped. I'm gonna watch Skeleton Key after. Y'all gonna watch it after this? This part right here with the three of them sitting on the beach is like one of the very famous scenes from this movie. And I think it's also because you have like a dark-skinned girl, a more brown-skinned girl, and a light-skinned girl all sitting together. And they like all have their natural hair. They sitting on the beach. I mean, Candyman is a good movie. It's just real scary. It's real scary. I watched Skeleton Key in the theater with my family. We were in tears, talked about that movie for weeks. I mean, if you guys want to watch that, we can watch it. I mean, and we could watch it because it's about to be Halloween time. But I'm just saying, like, there's no black main character. But If you guys want to watch it, we could watch it. Anyway, so we could watch it. By the time we got to the end, y'all gonna want to have a conversation in the chat for about 3 hours about what we just watched. Okay, y'all said let's do it. All right, so don't watch it after this. Don't watch it after this, because we'll watch it. We'll watch it. We'll watch Skeleton Key. I'm not watching Candyman, though. Y'all can watch that on your own time, because I'm not watching that scary shit. My brother almost gave me a heart attack when he pulled that Candyman shit on me and then locked me in the bathroom. Yeah, I'm not watching that shit. And as I've said before, I believe in that shit. I believe in, like, possession and ghosts, and you say it in the bathroom and the nigga gonna appear. Y'all be the type of people like, oh, I don't believe in it. And that's great, fine, and wonderful for y'all. I believe in that shit. And I'm not about to have people appearing in my house because I believe in it. And y'all gonna be chilling. No, not Candyman. I'm talking about Skeleton Key. I'm not watching Candyman. I'm not watching Candyman. I'm not watching Candyman. Candyman is fucked up, but good. Maybe I'll consider it. Maybe. But it's gonna take a lot. A lot. Like, I might have to drink a lot while watching it. Look, he just took a picture of the kids. Of the babies. Oh, look at these old people building sandcastles. James Brown said Candyman is fucked up. I'm good. And even, like, the backstory of how he became the Candyman is, like, some super racist shit. I mean, and it's, like, it's deliberately that way. It's not, like, one of those movies that's, like, unintentionally racist. Look at the little boys imitating. Yes, we live among spirits. Niggas want to test. Yeah, I mean, Candyman only killed white people, but still. I don't want to test. Me too, I'm a 6-foot-tall grown-ass man. I won't watch it. People be doing the Ouija board. People be doing too much. People be doing too much. Queen said, I was just mentioning it, but I'm not going to watch it. We could do Skeleton Key next, Beast Bait. I mean, and as somebody else mentioned, Joy Bryant is in the Skeleton Key. She plays the girl's best friend. I've gotten my tarot cards read. I don't believe in it, but I wouldn't test it either. Time check. I'm at 26 minutes and 31 seconds left. I didn't see Law Abiding Citizen. Candyman's backstory was heartbreaking. Yeah, it really was. It's a lot. His backstory is a lot. And, like, the reason why they call him the Candyman and stuff. I don't want to say that I was legit traumatized. But that movie really did fuck with me. I was like, damn, this movie's some shit. Like, this movie's some shit. White people are some shit. This movie is some shit. Like, the spirits are some shit. Like, this shit is too much. White people love their Ouija boards. They be haunting their own houses for fun. Oh, somebody just got blocked. I didn't see it. Candyman, y'all can watch on y'all own time. Double block, high score. Like I said, I'll consider it, but no promises. Skeleton Key we could watch, though, because that's my movie. I don't believe in stuff, but I respect the history of beliefs because I believe every faith partially comes from a place of truth. Yeah. I love these, like, pictures that they're taking. These, like, staged before they get ready to go. Block combo breaker. Brittany said, I am not watching Candyman. Dang, I can't believe Skeleton Key already came all the way out in 2005. Can't complain about the flies bothering you. You keep putting that stuff in your hair. Here she go. Nana, we don't need no charms of dried roots and flowers. I hate when people... I don't know. I hate when people try to get old people out of their ways. Like, this old lady's ways are not hurting anybody. I understand that, like, y'all sister, like, got raped and you, like, don't believe in the old ways. Like, I totally understand. And that, like, a couple of y'all already went over to the mainland and, like, now you're back. I totally understand. But why can't people just, like, let old people have their own old ways? And people be going out of their way to be like, grandma, you're so dumb. You're full of shit, believing in that old shit, da-da-da-da-da. They be, like, really going out of their way. Like, just let Nana have her little root bag. It's not bothering anybody. Especially if you already don't believe in it, right? If you already don't believe in it, how is it hurting you? That's even a part of, like, in Skeleton Key. Because the lady's, like, no mirrors in the house. Because it's, like, spirits in the house. And the lady, the girl that's taking care of the old man, brings a mirror into the house. Because she's like, I don't believe in that shit. I don't give a fuck. So she brings a mirror into the house. Bitch, just don't bring them. Like, why? Why do you need a mirror in the house? Like, why can't you just, like, follow the rules? Right, it's mad disrespectful. And it's mad disrespectful for no reason. People be going out of their way to be, like, so disrespectful. I don't dabble and mess with that ish. Ouija board playing is like a family reunion for them whites. Never seen Skeleton Key. Alright, we'll watch Skeleton Key. I don't even like scary movies or horror. I'm such a baby. Gary whispers under breath. Mainlanders. Mainlanders. I don't know any of these horror films you all are discussing. Nana ain't trying to hear none of that Jesus nonsense. There's no blood or guts or anything like that in Skeleton Key. It's mostly just about how she, like, starts believing in the shit over time. And then you find out at the end, like, the backstory of everything that's been going on. You better take them charms. Her root bag. I'm just saying. I feel that it's mad disrespectful. I couldn't imagine how fun it was filming this movie. I know it was sad, the conflict between the elders and the youngins. Just for people to circle back and try to learn the old ways once it's trendy. The old shit got us where we are. People try to force their beliefs on the others. They want elders to get with the times. Disrespectful. I mean, if Nana's old ways include perming your 5-year-old daughter's hair, though, it's a different story. But that's obviously not what we're talking about. Y'all love to reach. That's obviously not what we're talking about, though. I just said stuff that's not hurting anybody. Like, if your grandmother says, don't wear hats in my house, that's not hurting anybody. You're going to go out of your way to wear a hat in the house and be like, I don't believe in that shit. What's the point of that? My pop-pop knew about root work. It all went with him when he passed because Nana don't talk about it. Yeah, Skeleton Key, yeah, dark suspense thriller. Skeleton Key is more of a mindfuck. Oh my God, Greg! Tell me why I read that in his voice. I, like, heard it in my head, like, Caroline, please, 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 please. Please, please. Y'all love to reach. I honestly think it's a white American culture thing. So many other cultures have respect for the elders. White Americans have no time for things that don't make them money. Also, don't wear shoes in the house. Like stuff, like I said, stuff that's not bothering anybody. Like I said, in the Skeleton Key, the old lady was like, no mirrors in the house. And she brought a mirror in the house anyway. Why? For what? And then what happened? She started seeing shit in the fucking mirror. Bitch, you brought the mirror in the house. You brought that shit on yourself. And people get a kick out of that shit. I don't like when people open umbrellas in my house. Please don't open an umbrella in my house. I feel like it's bad luck. Oh, it's raining outside. Okay, but still, you could step outside and open the umbrella outside. Oh, well, I'm going to open it inside anyway. For what? It's almost like being intentionally disrespectful. Just for, like, your own shits and giggles. Like, your own personal amusement. They're stressing grandma out. White American culture focuses on individualism, where everywhere else in the world focuses on it takes a village. Whites steal from their elders. They are really stressing grandma out. Grandma's stressed. The sweat of our love is here in this soil. That's how I be feeling. Like, our blood, sweat, and tears already in this soil. I sit by my grandma's bedside and listen to her old stories and traditions all the time. I feel like those things need to be preserved, even if you don't believe in them. I do believe, though. That's true. They really arguing. Look at them fighting. Just say it now. If you're going to say it, say it. Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say who did it. As soon as she say it, everybody going to have to act. She's giving a word. She's giving a speech. She's giving them a word. She's giving them a word right now. Yeah, I felt emotionally hurtful when Nana was going through that. She's like, deep down, we think all black women are ruined. I was like, whoo, a word. A word. You put a word. She said, you think you could cross over to the mainland and run away from it? You're going to be sorry. If you don't change your way of thinking before you leave this place. Ooh, she's telling y'all about yourselves. Who asked for a read? Because she gave you one. Message. She's telling everybody about themselves. She had time today. She said, you better change your way of thinking before you leave this island. Think you're going to run away from your problems. Woo! She had time. That's exactly what it is. It's intentional disrespect. To be deviant on purpose. They get pleasure out of it. Poor Nana. And fried green tomatoes. Cicely covered the mirrors when someone died. I don't like mirrors. I prefer not to have any mirrors in my house. I don't like mirrors, and I don't like people leaving doors open in my house. That shit is annoying. I'd be like, God, when you leave a room, close that door. People be wanting to sleep with their doors cracked and stuff. Oh my God, it really bothers me. Like, close that door. Close that front door. Close that closet door. And I do not like